and welcome back to the Dissenters D&D campaign. Sierra, take it away.
Hi, Thornlings! Thank you for joining us. We're so excited to have you tonight. Before we jump into our recap of tonight's session, we of course have some announcements. Starting off, Emily and I play Baldur's Gate 3 on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. It's super fun. Come join us. We will be playing this Thursday. Also, we have every Friday the Dissenters D&D campaign, 6:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. And what's unique about our campaign is that it's interactive. And what that means is we have polls where you can affect the players' dice rolls. You can help or hinder them. You can help the players make decisions when they're just stumped about something or having a moment of indecision. And you can also reward the players if they do something you think is cool. So if they have a cool roleplay moment, or they describe an epic action, or they do something you think was super funny, you can award them with audience inspiration, and then they get that dice and they can use it at any point to affect a roll to help or hinder. So that's also super fun. Additionally, if you like to play TTRPGs, we have a wonderful product for you. Emily, what is this product?
I'm so glad you asked. It's this amazing product called the Campaign Keeper. So a Campaign Keeper, as everyone's sporting here, is a player-facing TTRPG note-taking journal. So if you like playing tabletop role-playing games, then this is how you become a master note-taker. It has over 200 customizable pages in here. It's full of session notes, unique items. You can put your party members in here, background, inventory. The days you travel in the game can be calculated here. Okay, guys? This is pretty lit, pretty awesome. It's pretty dope, guys. Like, this is a pretty great resource. So if you want to become a master note taker, then you should get yourself a Campaign Keeper. The one featured here that most of the players have is our second edition with the OG design. Sierra there is sporting our Nori's Notes edition version. It has a couple extra pages in there, and it is stylized to fit the Harbinger's D&D campaign. Just little nods to it. If you guys were fans of that campaign that we did first before this one. We also released our Kaya's Spellbook Campaign Keeper. We don't actually have a physical copy with us, but it is on our Amazon store. If you are a fan of Kaya, the wizard here in our Dissenters D&D party, the curse breaker, then you can go on and get your own. You can find these featured on our website at rosemarypgstudios.com, or you can go straight to our Amazon shop and just search up Campaign Keepers, and then you'll find them.
Thank you, Emily. That was awesome. You can also join us and follow us on all of our social medias, such as Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We also have a wonderful Discord community where you can connect with other fans, share ideas, connect with other content creators, share your fan art. We have a whole fan art section. You can ask, I think I said this, but you can ask us questions, and sometimes we also play games with the audience. So you can get in on all of that through our Discord community. And we also have a, what's it called again, Emily?
Patreon?
A Patreon. Thank you.
Yes.
We have a Patreon. We don't have a exclusive content yet for members, but you can become a member for free. And if you feel like you want to support us and help us on this wonderful journey, you can become a supporting member by donating, paying, subscribing for $1 a month, and that money goes straight back into making the content you love. So yeah, join us on Patreon. Sometimes we also put sneak peeks, so people on Patreon got to see Kaya's notebook before anyone else did. So there's some stuff on there, which is fun. And I think that's all of our announcements. Correct me if I'm wrong, Emily. think that was it.
I think that was... Oh, we won't have Baldur's Gate 3 on the 26th.
Yes.
So,
And there will be no Dissenters on July 4th.
Yeah.
It's a holiday. Go have
So
fun.
I'm looking at the calendar real quick to make sure. Yeah, it's June 26th, no Baldur's Gate 3, and July 4th, no Dissenters. But
Yes.
other than that, we have a Baldur's Gate 3 on basically every Thursday, and Dissenters on every Friday.
It's that. Come join us. All right, we are going to jump into our recap, which is going to be given to us by Dane, aka Castil, aka the heartthrob of the party.
I mean, Paige, have you seen him?
Paige is actually overtaking you a bit. Yeah.
Bit of a contender. We'll put it that way.
Oh!
Okay,
we
so
lost Caitlin.
no, she's still here.
No, we
Caitlin's
lost her
here.
on the stream. There we go.
Now
Now she's back.
I
Now she's
see.
back.
Okay, so a quick recap. We began our last session with Rayla atop of Paige, or not atop of,
What?
standing over Paige
Oh!
as he has been
Oh.
stabbed and gutted. The would-be kidnappers are very excited and elated by this revelation that Rayla is turned against the party.
You're on
However-
purpose.
Little do they know that she had been she'd been turned against them through, while she had lost her memory, she was under the spell of suggestion by Zilli to start attacking these other bandits, these other people. And she quickly starts fighting them back, which does not go well, and eventually we are now down to 2 party members. Making it a very stressful situation. Castil, as nice as he is, tries to make negotiations to hey, let's just leave. Things are going bad for both of us. I mean, your men are attacking themselves. We're down 2 men. The offer is accepted that he'll let Castil go, but that's about it. Zilli comes through and uses intimidation, blasts him full of Eldritch Blast, and convinces him that he should actually just leave with the remaining of his men. We're able to then solve the conflict and start communicating with the panicked Rayla after bringing her and Paige back up. Once brought up, Paige actually runs off and leaves the stunned Kaya there to mourn the blood on her hands. They go have a quick reunion with Rayla, explaining, "Hey, this is your daughter, Zilli. You should, why are you trying to leave her?" Just utter chaos. Kaya is able to come back to her senses and starts panicking about where is Paige? Where'd he go? And Castil was able to go, relax, calm down. I sent an animal messenger out to go find him. To kind of summarize the whole gist of it, we're able to reconvene everybody there and gather us all to the similar consensus of let's go take a breather, go back to the Duke and relax, and in the morning we can see how we feel. We were able to actually convince Rayla that this is her party. She is supposed to stay with us. And so as we travel back, we are now all taking a much needed rest and are ready to go.
And Rayla ate.
She did eat.
Rayla did eat, which was crazy.
I don't know how I forgot that. She ate in
And
front of
there's
everybody.
And there's a new
It was a-
official ship name.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes, that's important to mention. Dane, go ahead and share with us the ship name.
Yeah, yeah.
The SS Titanic?
No.
No, Sunset, get it right. You're a disgrace. I'm just kidding.
Same thing. I don't know.
So So we have SS Titanic.
No.
We have Sunset.
Sunset.
And we
and
have
Papaya.
Papaya.
Sunset and Papaya.
Oh yeah. Also, Zilli discovered that we are wanted by the band. It's the Cutthroat, or the
The circle's cut.
Circles Cut.
Yeah, circles cut.
Yes, yes.
Look like our actions are still catching up to us.
I mean, Circles Cut is bad guys. We're okay being
they're
wanted
the
by
bad
them.
guys.
Not, yeah, I mean... Yeah, sure. Okay. With that being said, Rayla still has... Sorry, what?
Oh, sorry. You said LIRC. Rayla's memory is gonna come back. I don't know what LIRC stands for. Does anyone know that?
I'm not hip like the cool new kids.
Lurk.
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 I'm sorry, Seji. I'm
Lurk,
like,
y'all.
I want to understand. Sorry. But Sierra,
I
you were
feel
saying?
old now. Rayla still has amnesia. Paige is still having vivid hallucinations.
Yep.
And you guys have woken, got a long rest, so you guys can remove a point of exhaustion and regain your spell slots and hit points. And what was I saying? Yeah, you guys are awake in the Ingwood Duke's Manor. Yes. What do you guys want to do?
Get breakfast.
Yeah, let's...
Get
Go get
breakfast while Rayla wants to eat. How crazy.
Castil would start the day off by making sure that nobody ran away.
Yeah.
And
You also
you
are
can do
required
that.
to come get Paige.
He-
You
right.
said you would.
He would go get Paige and give him the sheath of the dagger. Like, all right, you know this is me. Let's go get some breakfast.
He's still very out of sorts, but he's like, okay. Yeah, food sounds good. Yeah.
Good food.
Poor Paige. Okay.
I will say Zilli will have to like shake Rayla awake because she's just, just like
She is out.
She is
cold.
out. She does not need to be a light sleeper anymore because she doesn't know what she's.
The trauma's gone. How
Mhm.
crazy.
Zilli
Yeah,
is going.
That's weird.
Zilli is first going to like gently shake her awake, and if that doesn't work, she's gonna shake her a little more, and if that doesn't work, she's gonna grab a pillow and just baff.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, did I oversleep something? Yeah, am I missing something? Did I miss breakfast?
No. Breakfast is ready.
And she's just gonna walk out the door.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then she'll get ready for the day and go out.
Okay.
Wait,
Um,
but she'll get lost because she doesn't know where she's going.
Okay, we will
She'll-
come back to
She'll
that.
wander the halls.
Does everyone else head to breakfast successfully? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
High or low, Paige?
I don't like that we're starting like this. Let's go high.
Nat 20. Okay.
Let's
Castil,
go!
Castil first leads you over to Kaya's room and goes to get Kaya as well.
Kind of set them up.
Yes,
Good
starting
Nat 20.
hot right at the beginning. Whew.
Okay.
You just kind of knock
Nice.
on the door. Kaya, you up?
She won't respond, but she'll like open the door a crack and just kind of look up at you guys.
It's time for breakfast, and I think Paige would really like your company. He's gonna like lean in and try and like keep it quiet, but like knowing that you're someone that he's comfortable around.
Does
You
Paige
see
hear
him,
that?
like-
Just like saying it out loud.
Whispering. Nah, he's whispering. It's fine. Paige is just like holding on to his cloak very, very closely. He's just like trying to stay as close to someone he knows as possible.
She'll look at Castil kind of oddly, but then she'll be like, "Oh, yeah," and then she'll be like, "Good morning," and she also looks a little like out of it, because of everything that happened. But she's like, Oh, and then she's like, how did you sleep, Paige? Did you sleep all right? Are you still...
Sleep all right. Still out of sorts.
Any better?
No.
It's okay. If you don't mind, I can stay by your side and help you with anything. And she kind of looks a little bit awkward.
Sure, he says. Sure. That would be nice.
And she nods, and she's like, let me go grab my cloak really quick. And she turns and just shuts the door on your face, and then she opens it again, and she's wearing her cloak, and she'll come out and come to breakfast with you guys.
Okay. Nice. Paige will he'll also reach over. He's like, can I hold on to your cloak here? And he's right by your shoulder. He's like, it helps me know. It helps me know what's real.
She'll turn a little red, and she'll be like, oh, yeah, sure, yeah, yes.
Thank you. And he just reaches up and he's gently holding on to the cloak by your shoulder.
And she'll stand really close to you, so it's not a stretch to hold on to her cloak or anything.
Thank you. Okay, to breakfast then.
To breakfast. You can't see it because
And in that moment, you guys all walk up on Paige as he's just holding the air and talking to himself. I'm just kidding.
Oh, hey, Paige.
I'm kidding.
It's awful.
No, so you guys all make it to breakfast successfully. Rayla, you're wandering the halls when you bump into a very well-dressed elf with long red hair.
Oh, hi.
He holds a fancy sword at his side.
Good morning.
Oh. Good morning, Rayla. Interesting to see you so chipper so early.
Oh, you know my name. That means you probably know me.
Oh, I would hope so.
She would
You
know
are
that
my
this is the
guest,
Duke's house.
After all.
I will, I'm sorry if I don't remember you. I just recently found out last night that I lost my memories.
Oh.
So I'm sorry, I don't want to offend, but super nice to meet you. I love your hair. It's so good.
Oh, thank you.
What product do you use? Sorry.
I get that special shampoo from the Feywild
Cool.
specifically for it.
Well, that's very fancy. And what was your name?
It's called Pantene.
No, it's L'Oreal. Oh, sorry, L'Oreal. Because you have to say it
Tresemme.
different. Tresemme. Yeah.
I'm Duke Anmir.
Oh,
Nice
you're the
to-
Duke. Oh, super nice to meet you.
Yes, and I can see you have lost all of your etiquette as well.
I'm so sorry. That was just a little bit. Apologies, Your Majesty, Highness, Sir, Grace.
Grace is good, yes.
Oh,
Grace.
okay, great. Yeah, so sorry. Like I said, everything just wiped out of the old cage here. I'm looking for my companions.
I believe they would be at breakfast. Let me escort you, Sunstrider.
Thank you. That's very sweet of you. And just brings
He just
out
gestures. He does not put
Okay.
out his arm for
Okay.
yours.
Just wanted to be clear. All right, so she'll just follow him.
He's kind of walking slightly ahead of you, but he's side to side with you, kind
Mhm.
of walking. As he guides you to the breakfast area, dining room. I don't know.
The breakfast nook.
Breakfast nook. Yeah, probably dining area. He brings you over there, and you run into your friends, and there's a very nice breakfast set out with fruits and breads, porridges, eggs, bacon. It's great.
Ooh, if there are strawberries, Rayla's gonna like pick one up and bite into it and be like, like eyes widens almost like Zilli's eyes widen when she eats chocolate. She's like, this is so amazing.
Yeah, there's strawberries for that.
She's downing like all the strawberries.
That's just your plate. It's just the bowl of strawberries.
Mhm. Just eating them.
All right, what do you guys want to do? You were all at the breakfast area together.
Eaten.
Are you all ready to head out after this? I was able to do some shopping yesterday, but if you need anything before we head out to Vale,
Who are you asking?
The group.
the group.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Paige, just about ready.
I barely know
Yeah.
what I have.
Are you sure you'll be able to travel in this condition?
Sure. He like sticks his fork into just like a piece of bacon on his plate, and he brings it up, and you see him look at it, and his eyes widen, and he just like puts
That's
it back
bacon.
on the plate.
Zilli's just gonna snatch up that bacon and eat it.
She'll just pat you on the back,
look at-
like,
just-
it's okay.
Disgust. Paige will be fine. Paige will be fine.
Oh,
If you say
Uh,
so.
that reminds me, Kaya, I did get you a new bedroll as well while I was out shopping.
Oh, a new bedroll?
Well, the last one you had was very thin, so I thought you might like something a little bit more comfortable and warm.
Ah, well, I mean, you didn't have to do that. I mean, I really appreciate it. Thank you.
No worries. I figured we're gonna be together for a while. We should all be able to get a good night's rest.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. If there's nothing else you guys want to do, you can finish breakfast. And if you don't have any shopping, you can head out of town. Is there anything you guys are wanting to do?
Rayla will just like stick by Castil. She'll have stuffed her pockets full of strawberries.
Hopefully there's not lint in those buckets.
Oh yeah. No, there's just like dried up branches and leaves from all the good berries that had been like stuffed in there. But Rayla's gonna stick by Castil. She'll near the end of breakfast she'll like hold out a strawberry to Castil because she's like taken all the strawberries off the table at this point. She'll be like, "Do you like one?"
Ooh, those are actually quite delicious. Yes, thank you.
These are amazing. These are my new favorite food. Oh my gosh.
I do have one thing before we're heading out to Vale, but until then, I'm good.
I think Kaya would also ask Paige, like, kind of more privately, like, so what exactly are you seeing?
Oh. Things that aren't there. Just, like, occasionally people just covered in blood or monsters, people I know, not great. Lots of
I
fighting.
see. Things you've seen before or new?
Before, it's new, it mix people from Ingwood and yeah,
I see. Well, if you ever feel the need, you can talk to me about whatever it is you're seeing, and I'll listen. If you need someone to listen, I mean, I'm not really good at this, but
Thank you for that. We'll see. I'm just assuming everything is, well, not everything, but it's easier just to think that what I see just isn't real for the most part.
well,
now.
and if you have any question as to what is real or not, you can just ask.
Thank you.
It'll get better. Just gotta stick it out until then.
Yeah, that's the hope. Yeah. Thank you again. And he just kind of like nods, and then he's like trying to shovel down the food at this point.
So, as you guys are all having this conversation, at the table, what's his face? Duke, oh my god.
Arnmere.
He's actually eating with you guys, and he's just been kind of watching what's happening. And before you guys are nearing the end of your food, and you've been talking about your plans, and he pipes up, well, if your companions are unwell, as he like points to Paige and then to Rayla, he's like, you could visit the temple in town and see if a cleric can fix whatever is going on.
I tried that though. Well, I guess I went to the temple and they just said that I probably was going down, but but anyways, like that'd be fun to try.
Sure.
I appreciate that. I actually don't know why that didn't occur to me.
Well, you're new to this side of the country. Land? You're new to the country. It's fine. Do they even have clerics? Never mind. Yeah. Do they have clerics?
Yes.
Hmm.
Mostly the women. But
The drow, of course. I mean, not like you would know anything about that. He says kind of loudly, as if people might be listening. Right.
Well,
Yes?
should
Sunstrider.
we just go then? Like, thanks for letting us stay here for I have no idea how long, but
It's been a few days, and of course I'm so grateful to everything you have done. However, you are starting to drag down my reputation just a little, so if you wouldn't mind finding a new residence besides here, I would appreciate that.
we'll probably head out.
yeah, we so this is what I wanted to do. Castil's gonna see if he can spot Seraphine, the cat.
Most of you guys haven't seen Seraphine around the last few days, but as you look around for her, you do see her sitting on a windowsill, near the table, but like far enough away that people wouldn't have noticed her. But as you like look at her, her head turns as if she knows you're looking at her.
He does a slight kind of disappointed grin. He's like, well, we're all here. Let's head on out.
Unfortunately.
He was
tail
going to say the same
flicks.
thing regardless, but he was like, if she's not here, maybe they won't notice.
Right. Your horse has been fed and brushed. There was some blood on it. I won't ask your business, but your reputation does drag me down a little, so.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you
You're
for your
welcome.
kindness.
You're welcome, my lady. It's nice to have someone who still remembers some of their manners.
Is he looking at me?
He made a sideways glance towards you.
I'm like, eh. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Paige does a curt bow towards the Duke. He's like, "Thank you again," and then he'll like stand up.
Oh,
And
and Lady
ready.
Arcane.
Yes. And she looks a little like annoyed that he used her name, but
I would be a little wary of heading closer to the capital. I hear the nobles there are displeased with your disappearance. But just one noble to another. Be careful.
thank you for your warning. And she just kind of bows and then just turns away.
Man, that'd be kind of scary if all the nobles were upset at you where we're going. I can't imagine having everyone like
Can't
hating on
imagine
me.
that. I mean, that's crazy.
Can't imagine that.
Yeah.
You have
Kaya's
no
never
idea.
experienced it before. Rayla's been through the whole thing.
Oh, Rayla doesn't remember.
She also
Give her a
hasn't
couple
experienced
hours
it before.
to get to the temple. She'll remember.
Good.
I believe we are headed out.
All right. Are you stopping by the temple?
Yes.
Yeah, we better.
Unless that's making things difficult for Kaya getting close to other. She's good.
Hey,
She just
kind of-
leaves.
She's done.
Oof.
Paige, he kind of, as we're like approaching the temple, he seems to get a little bit jittery, and he makes a couple comments, complaining about the temple, explaining, temple always says they can help, never give what you need. Those sorts of like annoyed comments and just
Those sound
Kaya
like
will
almost
just, like,
rolling his eyes a little bit.
Kaya will just like nod and be like, yeah, I understand. Doctors never have anything I need either, so.
Grumble, grumble.
Grumble, grumble.
Dane or Castil, high or low?
That dash mark feels lonely. I'm gonna go high.
Alrighty. Okay, that was low. Okay. Now that I think about it, I don't even know what's favorable in his. Okay. Nothing happens.
Okay.
We just head to the temple, and Rayla's just kind of like close to you.
Cough, cough. Okay. Great. You guys reach the temple, and there is that same elf guy as you all met before with the glasses and short ponytail pulled back. Half elf. As you enter, he seems to be the one that kind of directs people places. As you enter, he nods to you, Sunstrider, and he's like, huh, she's a little crazy. He goes, oh, well, welcome, patrons. What can we do for you today?
Can you heal amnesia by chance?
Well, I can't, but I'm sure a cleric could attempt to.
We're looking for some healing, basically, for amnesia, obviously, and then also schizophrenia.
Madness, Paige says.
Madness. Okay. Yes, flip some pages. Well, that will be 1 silver per patient, so 2 silver, please. And then you can go to booth number 9, where Lamina is open.
Thank you.
Okay.
2 silver.
Paige reaches into his pouch, pulls out a silver, and then he like jumps and drops all of his coins.
Kaya's immediately on the ground, like picking them up. It's like,
Rayla will also help if it's like a big mess. If it's a small one, then she'll just leaves.
It's
you
a big
because-
mess.
Okay, yeah. Then
His
she'll
eyes
also help
widen
pick
as he
him
sees
up.
all the money.
Uh, she'll help pick
oops.
him up.
He picks up the coins and he's just like, just give him 1 silver from that. Yeah, I can't tell these coins anyways.
She'll give him 1 silver, and then she'll help Paige put the rest in his bag.
Okay. So you guys 1 silver from Paige, and then is anyone else giving a
Rayla-
silver?
Rayla's gonna like finish helping clean up with Paige. Like, she'll leave it to Kaya at that point. And then she'll be like, oh, it was in this. She'll like reach in, and then she'll like pull out the box and be like, wait, no, it wasn't in there. She'll like reach back in and she'll pull out.
I got it. It'd be like, stop pulling out all your personal belongings in front of everyone.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just.
No, you're good. You just never know who's watching and has greedy little mitts.
Oh, okay. And then she'll hold her bag a little tighter to herself.
Okay, you give him the 2 silver, and he directs you to a room with a wooden sign up that says 9. And he directs you all in and goes, Lamina, there are 2 patients and their entourage. And there is a tiefling woman in here. She has blue tinted skin and a short cut where it's like one side is longer than the other and one side is like shaved. So it's like a weird short up and down cut. She looks kind of cool though, and she has some short horns coming out, and her tail is like wrapped in gold chains. And she's wearing cleric robes, and from her waist is another gold chain with a symbol of a peacock on it, dangling from the gold chain. Welcome. Please come sit down.
Yes. Thank you, Lamina. We have. Do you want to do Paige first? He's gonna turn to Rayla.
Oh yeah, no problem. He seems to be like hurting a lot more, so I'll just.
Yeah.
Paige
I'm just
Paige
gonna
is
look
looking
these
at this
flowers.
person just with horror in his eyes. He's like, oh,
I will
Paige,
also say
this is a cleric.
Kaya
A
looks a
cleric?
little bit uncomfortable as well, cause she will like tell Paige, she's like, I've never been this far into a temple before, and she's like also just looking a little bit off, but mainly focusing on getting Paige better.
yeah. Okay. If
This
it's a
is the
cleric,
This is the most Castil's ever felt like a father bringing his kids to the doctor's office.
That's so
are you
funny.
I love it.
sure?
Rayla's just like looking at a little flower
Okay.
pot in the corner and being like, "Oh, it's so pretty."
It's so pretty. Okay.
Yeah. Paige reluctantly will take some steps forward. It's like, hello.
He's dealing with some madness. I was hoping you'd be able to help him out with that.
I see. She's going to go up and she's going to grab your arm.
She's a tiefling. I don't know what you're saying, but
She's going
It's
to
not a
just
thief,
check
it's not a
his
tiefling.
pulse, and then she's going to reach towards your face to like open one of your eyes a little wider. And she's like inspecting, and she's like, from magic or a potion? And she's like poking and prodding, and seems to be just doing a physical check on you first.
What? Choose blood from blood.
An infection?
No, I saw it, and I don't know, it triggered something. I don't know.
Trauma.
Trauma. Okay. I've seen something like this in some soldiers. This is a little more intense, so all right. Let's see. I'll try this spell, and she's going to do lesser restoration because it doesn't require any components, so you're lucky.
Yeah, he just like, you see him like putting his arms up. He's like trying to stop her almost. He doesn't.
Hands down. Hands down.
I will like gently help him like pull his arm. She'll hold onto his arm
Okay.
and just be like, "It's okay. It'll just be
Okay.
a second."
She casts the spell, and over his face, you guys see a faint outline of a peacock with its like feathers spreading out, kind of pass over him. And as it does, Paige, you just feel a little more calm, but that's it. And as you look around, you aren't seeing things shifting anymore.
Oh, you are a tiefling. Thank you.
I will like tell her. Is it better? Are you?
I think so. Yeah. For now. Let's hope it stays that way.
Thank goodness.
All right,
Thank
next
you.
one.
Thank you again. She
Yes,
just
this one
turns.
is Rayla. She has a little bit of amnesia. We
Amnesia.
assume from shock.
Shock. And she's going to do pretty much the same thing she's been
She's
doing
like,
to Paige.
"Oh,
She checks your pulse.
getting a
She
little
opens one of your
comfortable."
eyes and is like looking closely in.
You have
Has
such
you, like, open
pretty
your-
eyes.
Oh, thank you. Say ah. She like kind of
Ah.
opens your mouth and is like looking in, and she's like, yes, okay. Amnesia, you say? Well, we'll try this again, and if it doesn't work, something else.
Oh. Well, thank you for helping us out with this. I mean, like, it's been kind of wild, but it'll be good to have my memories back. I'm sure it's just full of lots of happy memories with these guys, you know?
She gets a glimpse of your shield, and she goes, I wouldn't thank me that yet. She's going to
Okay.
cast the spell, and you guys see that same thing of the peacock forming and then the feathers coming down out over her face. And as it does, you are hit with all of your memories at once.
I would like to roll a sanity check.
Roll their sanity!
Your sanity,
That's-
not cause it.
That's an 8.
You fail! Go ahead and roll 1d100
She
for me, please, followed by 1d10.
Is not allowed to be sane. It just is not allowed.
Not
actually.
possible.
I'm gonna say right now, Rayla lets out a scream. And she rolled a 24.
24. Alright, let me just double check here. 24.
Kaya will like instinctively like immediately move away and like kind of behind Paige because she'll be like freaked out by the scream.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Since
finger.
you're reacting to it, he puts a hand down to his dagger. He's
No.
like, oh, it's just Rayla.
It's just Rayla. She's not gonna stab you, I don't think.
Not like last time.
I also love how the chat's
Not like
screaming too.
Roll 1d10 as well, please.
Oh, okay.
Screams.
Please let her
Rayla.
keep her memories.
That's
that we
4. Yeah. It's not the
4.
same number as I rolled for the memory loss. So, and it's not
Trauma
long-term
response?
madness either. I think
Yes.
For
short-term
remembering
madness
everything?
is separate from long-term.
Correct, it's different.
Hmm.
Although I realized I had been doing this wrong. I'd been giving you guys like minute things. It says 1d10 minutes, which means if you rolled 4, it's 40 minutes. It's not 4 minutes. I've been doing this wrong.
Okay, well, can we do the full?
The character becomes incapacitated and spends the duration screaming, laughing, or weeping.
Hey, that works.
So she's
That was
just
so fine.
screaming for 40 minutes.
40 minutes? Really?
It says 1d10 minutes.
No,
So
no,
I'd be
it's
getting wrong.
you're going through the process of grief.
Yeah.
Because you're either screaming or
Laughing, crying.
laughing.
So she lets out this scream, and she just like grabs onto like her, covers her own ears to like almost quiet her own scream, and like crouches down to the ground, and then she'll stop screaming, and then she'll just be like kind of having a panic attack, and she's like, no.
It's alright, it's alright.
You-
And she's
you
going to
okay?
speak calmly, and she's going to kneel next to you, and she's going to place a hand on your shoulder. And as she does, you guys see a ripple of magic that kind of go through the different colors of the peacock's feathers that ripple across Rayla. And Rayla, your emotions are calmed. And it like subdues everything you're feeling, which
It's calm emotions.
yep, calm emotion, it subdues it all. And this can cure short-term madness. So
Oh.
your short-term madness is cured
Okay, good.
by this, your emotions being suppressed.
Good.
And you are calm for a few minutes.
Okay, for how many minutes?
Let me double check. Is it like a minute?
It's really
1 to 10 minutes, I know that.
somewhere in that range.
For 1 minute, you are calmed.
Okay. So she screams, kind of like falls down. No. Gets calmed. Okay, short-term madness gone. Whew! Thank goodness. And she's just going to kind of like sit there with her hands like slowly like together, and just like kind of like she kind of like brings her back against the wall, or her knees up to her chest, and she's just gonna kind of bury her head into her knees.
Huh. Looks like you remember.
You okay, Kaya? Or, Rayla?
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
All right. Do you need a minute?
Yeah.
Zilli, go to your mother.
Yeah. Zilli is going to go over and sit by her and just hug her.
She won't return the hug at all, but she will like not stop you from hugging her. After the minute of like calm emotions passes, like that definitely did help Rayla's internally also like calm, so she's like more just numb. Her emotions kind of like surface. And she will just like, she's going to kind of like wipe away the like tears that were streaming down her face. They're still coming, but she's gonna stand and she's gonna say, "Hey, we're getting out of here. We're leaving. Thank you, ma'am. Apologies for disrupting your temple." And she's gonna just walk out.
Ooh. Good luck with that. She kind of pushes you guys out of her room and goes, 9 is open.
Thank you.
Of course. She like bows her head towards you, Castil.
He would return the bow, just slightly.
Right, you guys exit the temple. What do you want to do?
Rayla's just kind of like hugging herself. But she's just going to actually start heading towards the outskirts, or like to the main gate of town, and just start leaving to get outside, get away from people.
That's probably best.
Yeah.
Kaya will just kind of be watching Rayla, just keep peeking at her and just, I don't know, analyzing.
Rayla, just so we're clear, I do not hold anything against you. I told you before, but I figured I'd just clarify again. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry, Paige. I'm sorry for
It's
what I
okay.
did. I'm sorry.
Hey, trust me. If anyone understands, it would be me. And he just kind of like waves his hand.
She's not even like looking at you. She just keeps walking.
Okay. Well, to
She'll
Vale then.
pull her hood up and just try and make herself as not seen as possible.
Castil can help with that. He will touch you and cast invisibility.
You touch her?
Do you touch? It's a touch spell.
No, wait, he'd go to you first, like, if you would feel more comfortable, I could cast invisibility on you
And
for the time
just-
being.
Please. No.
All right.
You know, it might be good to just take a breather for a bit.
I just
Maybe.
Can I just be alone, please? I mean, I know we're all heading to the same place, but I just if I could have just a minute.
Yeah.
That's all right. Okay.
I assume
I
we've been talking as we were walking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, and she, like, anytime you guys are trying to interact with her, she's just like not looking.
Yeah, we can wait by the gates if you would like. Wait for you there.
No, she's heading to the gates with you guys.
Oh, okay.
She just doesn't want to be talked to.
Okay, understandable.
She's fine
Paige is-
continuing moving
yeah,
forward. She just doesn't want to be talked to.
Okay. Yeah, Paige is just continue walking with them, at least for the time being.
Castil would start trying to make, or just talking to everybody in general, trying to liven up the party. Be like, all right, well, Vale is approximately this far away. There's trying to like logisticize the trip. To be like, okay, where could we stop by? There might be a good river along the way, maybe.
There is a
I've gone a
village
little
along
bit
the
out.
way to stop by as well.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
not so much to actually like cement any plans, but trying to like make sure that there's a little bit more going on, so people takes a little bit of the
It's not-
pressure off of Rayla.
Rayla. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know the area a little bit. I've Paige explored, yeah, at least a little bit out. About a day around. Know some sights, some places here and there. Nothing interesting. He concedes.
There wouldn't be any druid camps along the way to Vale, would there be, Sierra?
Not like official circles. You know that there is one within the forest area, but it's not like between Ingwood and Vale. Yeah, you'd find more like places that druids have created for travelers to take refuge, as you had found previously in that like tree fort. There's more things like that created along the path for travelers to get them away from night dangers on the ground.
Okay. In that case, that he'd be pointing out, or not, maybe not pointing out, but be like, oh, the closest one we could probably go to is like planning the trips to hopefully end the days at those, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good.
So I guess we're outside
Alright.
the place now.
yes.
You guys are
Yeah.
officially outside of Inkwood.
We made it. We did it. This is a monumental moment, everybody. We made
We
it.
left the city.
Holy.
You have
Could
your
you
stuff,
imagine?
you have your horse, and probably to Castil's disappointment, Seraphine is riding the back of the horse. She's just sitting on the horse.
There
You're
you know.
muted,
Um,
Kaya.
I was gonna say after like a few minutes of walking, Kaya will actually approach Rayla, and she'll kind of just be quiet for a moment, like she's trying to like think of if she should actually say something or how she should say it. But then she'll go, Rayla, if you would like, you could. I mean, you could use my horse if you'd like. I know it's probably hard to walk with all this stuff on your mind, and I'm just offering if you would like, but you don't have to, obviously. But I just thought I might ask. Yeah.
No, thank
Sorry.
you. It's all right. No, thank you.
And then she'll just kind of step back to her pages again and just not push anything, but there's a horse there if you wanted.
Rayla's just wants to walk. She knows the direction to Vale. So she's just kind of like walking in that direction. I'm curious though, like what time of day is it? Because we like went to the temple.
I'd say it's probably 11 a.m.
Okay.
You guys had breakfast, went to the temple, walked out of the city, but a little slower because of trauma.
Okay, cool.
Probably took baths in the morning.
Is the group planning on like stopping for lunch or something like that?
Yeah,
Probably. Castil would not want to push this group hard at all until everybody's feeling ready.
Okay, because once we stop for lunch, I'm just gonna assume we probably are walking like this awkward thing until lunch, right?
Castil would occasionally try to come up with topics to talk about, but it'd be very stiff conversations because, like, he chose logistics because he's like,
Yeah. Once it reaches that time and everyone's like stopping to get food or whatever, Rayla's gonna go behind a tree and she's going to throw up.
Let's go. We're back to
Yes!
good old Rayla. We made
Yeah!
it.
We're back
That's
to-
horrible.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And then she's going to dig a hole and she's going to throw all the berries that were stuffed into her pockets into this hole. And then she's going to cover it up with dirt.
So sad. The strawberries. She loved those.
she made so much
Aw.
progress.
She made progress. She only forgot the trauma.
She
Quick!
should
Someone hit her
remember
with a frying pan.
purifying
Give her a
poison.
concussion.
Huh?
She should remember she can purify poison.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's burying them for purely a different reason at this point.
Nice.
But then she'll kind of like clean herself up, make sure she's fully loaded with weaponry and armor and her coat and all this stuff all covered up. And she'll head back over and she's noticeably more by Zilli now. Like always like hovering by Zilli instead of by Castil.
As all things should be, back to their place.
Returned.
Rip to sunset.
Rest in peace, ship. It's only when Rayla has a concussion that this will work, apparently.
Don't worry. I mean, all we need is Castil to get amnesia as well, and maybe it can come back.
Yo, true actually.
That would be wild. That would be crazy.
Nice.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say
Beautiful.
during the next leg of this journey, at least until the evening, Rayla won't initiate. Oh, Sierra vanished. Oh no.
I'm still here. Sorry,
Okay.
I got off.
Rayla won't initiate conversation with anyone, but if anyone wants to initiate conversation with her, then I'm happy to roleplay it, but she's not going to initiate anything.
Okay. I
Guess who
have
might-
nothing to
His
say,
lunch
even
just
though I would
passed
like
awkwardly
to speak,
amongst
you know?
all of you, which is fine.
Guess who might bring up like, Rayla, now that you have your memory back, what's Vale like? I mean, any good shops around there? Places you used to go to as a child? He's trying. Partly he wants to know more about Vale. The other part he wants you to start spending time thinking about good memories. So he's trying to pull those out.
Vale. You notice that she's like kind of sniffling at first. She still has the hood up too. Vale is a hard place. It was infected with a seed years ago 2 years ago actually, where it's got lots of wild monsters and there's a lot of people who are unhappy there.
Surely they weren't always unhappy.
No, it used to be a good place.
How did it used to be? How would you like it to be again? Those are very different things. She takes a deep breath and wipes away what remains of her tears, and she's gonna pull down her hood. She's gonna kind of like shake herself out. There's no chance, one should not dwell on such things. I always assumed dwelling on hopeful futures was a good thing.
No, sorry, I was not addressing that.
Oh, my apologies.
Sorry, I'm just reminded of a saying my father would always say, and I'm just trying to do my best to live by that. And well, it gets hard sometimes. I'm sorry. And she'll actually stop walking, and she's gonna turn to the whole party. I would like to apologize to you all for my attitude and my behavior this past day and morning. I don't know what happened, how I came to lose my memories, and I'm sorry you had to see me like that when I got them back. I don't want to frighten any of you or have you see me in any differently. So I apologize, and I do hope things can return to how they were. just... She's gonna look directly at Castil, as she just says, we'll just forget this all happened.
I honestly don't see anything wrong with going through hard times. And you were happy for a time, which I think was a good thing.
A false sense of happiness, but... Well, Paige, I'm really sorry for the trouble that I caused you and everyone. I appreciate you all trying to go and save me last night. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just kind of shrugs. He says, way I see it, I mean, you saved me once at the Molianzi seed, and you also knocked me down once, so I guess you're even? And he just kind of shrugs. He crooks just a slight smile.
I guess we are even.
Yeah. But it's okay. Feelings are feelings, memories are memories. That's all they are. Leave it in the past.
It seems like this group has a lot of bad memories. I just imagine Zilli piping up. I have none! I have no
Actually, can I have you roll insight?
Ooh, okay. Insight. I have 11.
You can see there is definitely something she's thinking about, but like you can tell she's been worried about you, and there's something on her mind, but that's about as much as you get.
Okay. I'm just gonna say, Zilli, I'm terribly sorry for worrying you, and I hope that things will get better. But like I said, I'm sorry. I appreciate you guys still trying to stick by me. That your actions speak louder than words, and I appreciate that. If you'd like to still know what we're heading up against, I am happy to talk more about Vale if you'd like.
It doesn't have to be today. I was more of wanting to help you feel better. I assumed good memories might help that, and if you had good memories of Vale, it was something to talk about.
I appreciate that, Castil. There used to be a lot of amazing things about Vale. Maybe I can tell them around the fire tonight.
You broke up there for me.
Oh, I said maybe I can tell them around the fire tonight. There's a lot of good things about Vale.
I look forward to it. Cost a lot of fish rations from the store. He like kind of eyes Seraphine and just like knowing cats and fish.
Seraphine licks her lips.
Yep.
Yeah.
You get plain ones.
Okay.
Sierra, question.
Yes.
When we camped for the night, are we close enough to the village to...
No. So the village is... Where's my paint thing? Paint. The village is more like about a day away from Vale.
Okay, so how far are
Did I
we
not?
from Vale?
I put you on the map, didn't I?
No, we're not on the map.
You should be on the map.
Oh, now we're on the map.
You've been on the map this whole time. What happened?
I've been here.
Yeah, I've been on the map.
Weird. Okay.
Same.
You
Oh,
might just have to be on the page. I don't know.
We should end around there-ish.
Yeah, you guys would be... When you end for the day, you will be, like, on this line. So then you'd be 2 days away from the village. And then you would be then a day away from Vale. So you'd be getting into Vale in, like, the evening of that 4th day.
Okay, so is there anything that, like, we really wanted to do? Like, time skip? Or, like...
I'm good to time skip unless there is specifically things you guys are wanting to talk about. Or
Time skip?
roleplay.
I know I would like to do, like, a watch with Castil. Because Rayla did want to have a conversation with him.
Okay.
But it could be on any one of the nights that we camp.
Okay. Anyone else wanting to have a night watch that they play through? It's okay if not. Going once, going twice. Sold to sunset. Okay.
Oh gosh.
Everybody wakes up to them cuddling. Like,
Oh no!
oh
That's too
no,
scandalous.
I'm too scared.
Not quite that.
It's too much. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so I guess first night or second night? Maybe second night?
Either or. Yeah.
We skip a day. Okay, let me write this in my notes.
Skip a day. Okay. You guys,
Okay, day 17.
for the night goes well. Yep, you're now on day 17. You're now at this other line.
Rolling for encounters. I got a Rayla.
Alright.
Oh, Rayla. Wow.
That's
The
so
dice
funny.
specifically show a sun on here.
A sun on here.
A sunset?
That's the D100. One die is a sun, the other one is a
Oh,
moon.
I see.
Gold for real. That's really funny.
Alrighty.
Okay. It's the second night. You guys have a watch. We'll say all the other watches are divvied up. What do you guys want to do?
Rayla would like to, like, because this is a watch that they're kind of like taking together, I'm assuming. Rayla would turn to Castil and just say, Castil,
Yeah.
I wanted to thank you for the way that you treated me when I, lost my memories and all that.
Of course. I mean, you had gone out of your way to help me out quite a bit previously. There's nothing I could do to repay that except for help you out in your own time of need as well. I would do it regardless, but
But what?
it was an excuse to be helpful and support.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. You have changed my outlook on things, and I just wanted you to know that you're a very good man, Castil, and I care about you. not in any weird way. But in how I care about Zilli, and while I am not quite there with the others. I want you to know that you can count on me to protect you.
Sorry, I just read Melody Wolf. I see you as my son.
No.
I just want you to know that I love and care about you as my son. And
That's like even further from being like, oh, you're like family to me. It's you're my child.
No, she's not
There's
trying
no-
to say that at all. Because, like, Zilli's the only one she, like, cares about. I mean, I guess there's other people in Vale that she cares about. But, like, no one that Castil would know, you know?
Mhm.
So, she just says, I just want you to know that I want to help you.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. And I mean, as far as it goes, I guess I consider you as part of my pack as well. He kind of like nods to his wolf, like a wolf pack kind of a thing. I do want to help you out as well. I don't know how much help I would be in the long run. I mean, being from a foreign country, there's very little I could do in politics here, but
It's okay. I could say the same about your country.
just know you have my support in any way that I can offer.
Same here. And I think she'd let it rest at like that unless Castil was saying anything else.
I do have a question.
Yes.
I mean, I sort of assumed there was a mother-daughter relationship with you and Zilli. Is that... Am I accurate at this?
Oh my. I do remember that being talked about.
That's just how I kind of... I mean, it was... Zilli's kind of young, clung to you. You were very much motherly, taking care of doting.
I more see Zilli as like my younger sister rather than a daughter. She and I are close, and I do care a lot about her. But I'd say I'm more of an older sister figure to her.
That must be quite embarrassing. What? But
Oh,
I'm glad
no.
I now know.
No, I'm sorry if it came off like that. I tend to, I guess you could say when I was younger, I was that mom friend.
Every group has one, I guess. Even over in Steelforge.
Yeah, it does tend to happen in social circles. Well, at least when I had friends as a kid. Didn't really have many friends after everything happened, but yeah,
Well, glad to clear that up.
yeah, I tend to be a worrier, you know. I worry about the people I care about, you know. So as I get ready,
Oh boy.
sorry, I didn't. I don't know.
No, you're good. You're
humor.
good. I understand. I understand.
It's
Well,
been a while since I've been around people I would call friends. So, like, the actual ones. And I know we've just kind of recently met, but, like, we've kind of been through a lot together, and normally I don't trust men at all, and I think it's... it's wild that I think of you as a friend, and that's crazy. Yeah.
I mean, it would be weird if we weren't friends at this point, I'd assume. But
Yeah. She kind of looks over at like Kaya and Paige, and she's like, "Well."
all right, well, he's like doesn't know how to end a conversation, so he's like,
And they're just-
I gotta go take a leak, and so he'll stand up and like kind of go out.
She's like, okay.
That's gonna be like kind of how he like breaks back. He's like, okay, and then he'll come back later. He's like, all right, let's continue our watch.
And she's like, yep. That's it. That's our watch.
All right, you guys' watch successfully comes to an end. And we will go to the next day. As you are traveling, there's a storm that has blown in. It's raining.
Wait, so now it's the 18th?
The 18th, yes, it is the 18th. A storm blew in. So it's been raining on you guys pretty much all day. Seraphine has been very displeased with this and is pretty much hiding under whoever has a hood, and she's like wrapped around their neck. And then if that person's hood gets too wet, she goes to someone else's. So, like, she's doing everything she can to stay out of the water.
Kaya will gladly take that responsibility and hold the cat and keep her hood dry with her magic consistently. Her
Sounds
cat
good.
is... I don't know. Where should I put her cat? Her cat can fit in her pocket. She made a warm spot for her cat there.
Okay.
I will
Sounds
say,
good. Yes.
if Castil does actually give out any rations to the cats, he's going to give us like obviously bigger portion to Kaya's familiar than to Seraphine, just to. He's
Supposed
just
to
that
piss her off.
a little
High or
bit
low? High or low?
low.
So you've been doing this. This is like day 3 of traveling together on this road trip. And in this rain, you suddenly feel a tug on your foot as you're walking, and you just splatter onto the ground into the mud. And you just have this distinct feeling that it was magic from Seraphine. Like, you know it was her, and you feel like she wants you to know it was her that tripped you.
Castil, are you okay?
Is everything
Peachy.
all right? Paige just like looking around, got a hand on a dagger.
If you
He
guys-
gets up and he just like
also-
dusts it off.
If Kaya notices, she'll like make sure like that they both have equal portions. Like she'll fix it if she notices it too. She'll be like, Castil, I think you accidentally gave my cat more. Let me just fix it. And she
I don't know why I would do that.
Rayla would
And
help.
he's gonna try and sneak. No, he wouldn't.
Rayla's
Rations are
helping
No
Castil
worries.
stand, by the way.
Rayla, what?
Rayla's helping Castil get out of the mud and muck, stand up. And you'll
She's
notice
touching a man.
this is the first time, yeah, that she's initiating contact.
Outside of amnesia.
Yeah, outside of amnesia, obviously.
Whew.
Thank you, Rayla.
No problem.
You just dust it off and kind of just start going. Just-
Nice.
All right. As you guys are traveling, it's nearing the evening, and you do come across a sign, and it says, so many miles to Vale, and then so like 6 miles until not 6, like 2 miles until you reach the village of Willowbrook.
Willowbrook?
Willowbrook, yes.
Okay.
Okay. You guys keep traveling, and by the evening, you do come across a small village. So you're now at this circle, and there is a sign that says "Welcome to Willowbrook." Do you guys want to go into the village? Do you guys want to camp outside the village?
It is
Castil's
still
like-
pouring rain.
Yes, it is still raining.
Castil's realizing how much he's like over prepared for this trip, thinking that Vale had not had any means of restocking.
Yeah. It would make sense to stop by. It's raining. Get out of the rain. Let's get out of the rain.
You
Paige
guys
says.
okay. Okay. You guys enter Willowbrook.
Rayla will have her hood really tight around her.
Is your shield covered?
No, because she forgot about it.
Right, your hood is down, but your shield is not covered.
Zilli,
can I
Zilli
send-
will notice, and she's going to tuck the cloak around the shield.
Well, no, because she's wearing her cloak and then her backpack. Like
You didn't. Oh, yeah.
the cloak
Oh.
is not over the backpack. The cloak is underneath the backpack.
Just takes the shield.
Throws it.
Megan, I'm sending you a message.
Okay.
We'll wait till that reaction
Okay.
is resolved, I guess.
Okay, Megan, I just sent it to you. You should have gotten it on roll 20.
Gonna copy you guys from the
Yeah.
phone.
Megan. Okay, I guess
Yeah,
we're...
Zilli's gonna remind you of your shield.
And she's gonna be like, oh, shoot. And she's gonna like... But like, we're kind of in the village now, and she's like, pulls off her backpack. And she's like, grabbing her shield. And like, desperately trying to like the rain and mud, and she's like trying to stuff it in her bag.
It's not gonna fit in your bag.
No, it's not. And so she's like, oh, maybe if I just turn it inside out, like turn it around.
Zilli's gonna look around to make sure no one's there, and she's gonna pull out her little pocket dimension hole, and, like plop it there.
I don't think it'll fit in there though, because it's
Yeah, well, it's a hole.
It's a hole.
Oh, it's a hole. Oh, I was thinking like this big.
The whole.
No,
Make it
it's
like
like
that
a
big.
hole. It's huge.
And she hesitates for a moment. Then she's like, okay. And like stuffs, and the whole group is seeing this as they're like, hide the shield.
Right, drops the hole in,
guess that's
quickly
a
folds it
thing.
up, and like puts it in her own pack.
And she's like, please take care of it, Zilli. Please.
She nods.
Okay.
After eating it into the hole.
After eating it into the hole.
And then she's gonna
Where is it?
get her backpack back on.
That was my favorite bag. Now it's in the hole.
And then she's gonna grab any loose hair, and she's gonna stuff it into her hood. She's like, okay guys, let's keep going.
Nah,
I kind of forgot about that.
Oh.
You don't think they have any historical records here? Or a library in general?
Probably not in this village.
Well, I better ask around at least. I need to know.
You could.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys do see most of these places, as you are entering this small village, are houses, that are on mills and farming locations. There's one central tavern where you can see some lights, and it looks like there's a patch of grass that has been stomped down and could be where they do their merchant stuff. They don't have merchant shops. They are places to buy goods that I'm blanking on the name.
Stalls.
Yeah, they have stalls. It's more like a farmer's market kind of setup. They don't have merchant places. So if you're wanting to go ask someone, it seems like most people are either at home or they are at this tavern in the town.
Yeah, definitely
Which
the
doubles
tavern.
as an inn, right?
Trading post?
Yeah, it doubles.
Good.
It's not really a trading post. I mean,
a
you
market.
might find
Yes,
stuff.
Steve Weber's market. That would be
Yes.
what they would call it, because it'd just be like a market area, you know.
Yeah. But there's like no stalls there currently,
Yeah.
so it's like it looks like it's something they set up and take down like each day.
Bazaar.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
No.
Bazaar's for like a bigger place though than this. It's literally a lot
Yeah.
more like a farmer's market than
Um,
anything else.
Rayla's gonna
Okay.
come up behind Castil and kind of like tug on his cloak just a little bit to get to his attention.
Yeah. What can I do for you?
And she's okay, so like I'm like really, really hated here. Like really hated here. Would you be willing to pay for mine and Zilli's room and I'll pay you back?
Yeah. Shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. Thanks. And she's gonna go over and like make sure Zilli is also covered because she doesn't want them to recognize her either. So she's like, okay, Zilli, come on.
Get into the cloak.
Get into the cloak. Let's get your horns in. Let's tuck them in.
Hey, you guys get to the tavern area. They look like they are haggard farmers and older people. You don't see a lot of young people here at all. There
Perfect.
might be like one kid and some women who look tired from being in the fields, kind of thing. Paige, you wanted to ask some people, correct?
Yeah, Paige will enter in and he'll just kind of like shake all his feathers to get all the water off very briefly as he's like walking in. And then he'll step inside and he's going to look around and see who I guess we'll go to the bartender first. Let's ask
Okay.
them. Whoever's behind the bar, they would have met the most people.
Okay. You go to the bartender. This one is a woman. She's... what would she be? I'm saying she's actually like an old dwarf woman. Yeah. Yes, Emily.
Could you describe the scene?
Yeah, so... Maybe I can just put you down.
Because I'm confused.
Um,
Are we in the tavern? Are we all in the tavern now? Or
Yes, you guys are walking into the tavern.
okay.
You have walked in. Some people are looking towards you because, they don't get a ton of visitors. No one seems to have recognized you guys, though, but they're, like, weird that they're hiding themselves.
Well, at least two of us are.
At least two of you guys are. Alright, and then...
What do you mean
there's-
to? They can't see Zilli. Not at all.
Not at all.
No, not at all.
Her tail's like sticking out from behind Rayla's.
Here we go.
Come on, keep it tucked
Kaya
in.
will also make
Man,
her
I've
cloak
never seen
black to look the most inconspicuous.
Inconspicuous. I like it.
Oh
I've
yeah,
never
and
seen
I
a
guess
human
Castil's-
tiefling before.
Castil's kind of hiding himself, so I guess Paige is the only one not hiding.
Y'all are sus looking.
Castil's also wearing his displacer cloak, so he's like kind of very blurry for everybody to see.
We're all just like,
Y'all are
don't
sus.
look at us. We're so
Y'all are
suspicious,
super
guys.
sus, actually.
That's really.
Paige is just kindly waving as he's coming in. He's like, "Hi."
Kaya will nod and she'll walk like professionally, but she just is wearing her cloak, so she's not easily recognized.
Yeah. We'll say that's good enough for populating, sure. We'll throw a type. This is not who you think it is. I just need a token, okay? No.
None of these individuals are related to any of the previous individuals, especially the old lady who is not the old lady who gave us the fake necklace of fireball and then died subsequently. This is a different old lady.
I have had this idea for a while, but I had forgotten it at the start of the session. Could
Mhm.
Castil at some point, either the very first day, had sent a message to Brilith, I think it was, letting her know that she is now wanted and her brother has been...
Through like an animal?
Yeah.
Sure, you can have done that. You don't know if it made it to her or not, but yeah.
That's just something I had the thought of doing, but with all the chaos, I had forgotten.
No, that's okay. That was not what I meant to do. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty much how it looks, we'll say. But imagine there's some other old ladies around as well.
Rayla will find a table to sit down at that's empty.
Okay. This thing is outside. However, there are awnings. Is that? Yeah, like awnings over each table. No, not awnings. Those are like from a building.
Canvas
coverings over each table, so like you are out of the rain. Okay.
Okay.
You sit down at the table alone. Paige, you go up to the old lady at this makeshift bar thing she has. What do you want to say?
Kaya will follow by his side too.
Okay.
It seems like Zilli's next to Rayla.
Yeah.
She's hiding in the cloak. She's basically right under Rayla.
Oh, you're in my cloak.
Yeah.
How else are we going to
Castil-
hide her?
Castil will be next to Rayla, just since he's now like, oh, I am her pocket or her purse. So let's stay nearby in case she needs something.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Beautiful.
There is like a makeshift gate area to like keep farm animals out, so your horse is not allowed to come further. So
Okay.
Jack is over there. You go up to her and she nods at you and goes, "Oh, it's been a long time since we've had a Kenku here."
Ah, wonderful. Well, I'm glad to bring a surprise. We're looking to stay the night if that's all right. How much for rooms?
She's gonna give your suspicious group a look. Everyone hiding under cloaks, although it is raining. High or low, Paige?
Let's do low.
We should do a high or low to the audience.
It's 5 silver per person a night.
Oh, expensive.
Oh, thank you. That's very generous. Let's see. And then he like pulls up his hands and does just some quick maths, and he hands her over. I think it's 2 gold, 5 silver for all of us.
Thank you.
And she's going to put it in a bag on her waist. And
Yeah,
she'll
of course.
hand you over 2 keys.
Plot twist, that wasn't actually the tavern keeper.
He takes the keys, and he says, "Thank you very much. Also, I'm actually looking for some information. You don't happen to keep historical records here of perhaps people who used to live in this town, or maybe you know someone who's seen people who have come through? Looking
That
for
depends.
someone.
Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for another Kenku. I'm just
Oh?
curious what happened to him, and also where he came from, I suppose."
Oh, well. Kenku, huh? Well, the one who would keep the records is, well,
Not the mayor, what would it be?
well, the representative of Willowbrook would keep those records, but I can tell you the last Kenku I saw here was actually, about 2 years ago. Their name was...
I have it.
2.
2 years ago.
Interesting.
One of the only good luck we had around then.
Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah.
Clack Featherston. Clack Featherston.
Clack.
Oh yeah,
There
she's
they are
quite
again.
pretty.
She?
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Chief Counselor of the Sorcerers, actually. She did quite a bit of magic, fixed up my inn, she did.
Wait, I didn't know that.
Where does she live?
Oh, at the capital. She's a noble, that one is.
Huh.
Chief advisor to the king. Sorceress. How could you not know this?
Long story. Long story. Thank you. That is very helpful. 2 years ago. Clack Featherston. Huh.
Well, yes. Thank you very much. And he just kind of like nods. Thank you for your hospitality. I appreciate you giving us some shelter from the rain.
Oh, it's always nice to be appreciated.
Of course. You have a good one. And he like turns and he'll return to the table with the others.
Did she
Hey.
say Clack Featherston?
Yeah, Clack Featherston.
I-
Same person you talked about before.
Yes,
You said you met
her
Clack?
before. I met her in the capital a while back ago. Back when I used to be, not this.
Yeah. Well, I got us some rooms. Just 2 rooms. So we'll have a place to stay tonight. Not have to stay out in the rain.
Okay, it's just one night. Just one night here. Zilli, how you holding up?
Just like, her hand pokes out, just like a little thumbs up.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. Well, I suppose it would be good for me to speak to the representative before we finish for the night, but if anyone would like to go to their rooms, we can get over there.
The representative, I will say, might be more amenable in the morning. Just
I
because
suppose you're right.
a rainy night and most people will be at home with their families.
Yeah. You're probably right. It might be wise to do that. Yeah, sure. Let's rest first. Go see them tomorrow.
Okay.
Fine with me.
So there's 2 rooms. Does that mean there's a boys' room and a girls' room?
Yeah.
Oof. Okay.
Sweet. 2 and 3.
No, it's a page room and everybody else.
Ah.
No, that's right.
Page's room and everybody else's room. Okay. During the night, Paige will have something to say, talk to Castil about. But aside from that, my requirements for this town have been met till the morning.
Okay. Anyone else wanting to do anything?
Unless Rayla needs Castil to make a grocery run, he's good.
Yeah, Rayla's just gonna usher her and Zilli to the room, trying to be as inconspicuous as possible.
Okay.
Do we need to make like a stealth or something?
Don't be suspicious.
Don't-
Don't be suspicious.
All right. What were we saying?
Do I need to make a roll for that?
Are you trying to hide her while you're going in?
Yeah, because she's like hiding under my cloak.
Okay. Roll for stealth.
Can I help?
You should.
Sure.
Wait, what's your stealth? Because I've got a +3. If I can roll with advantage.
I mean, I did just roll, but I don't know if Sierra will let me just give it over to you if I already rolled.
I don't know if I want to because you sound like it's bad.
I may or may not have gotten an 8 with advantage.
I think we're leaving it to Emily because I feel like it'd be cheating to just pass it over to Megan.
I'm just gonna roll for curiosity's sake.
Okay.
And if I had advantage, it would have been 13.
That's better. Wait, audience! I'm gonna use my audience inspiration. Can I roll again? wait, audience. Okay. Well, I guess audience. Will you help me? Giving me advantage, or disadvantage would go with the lesser roll. And nobody wants the lesser roll. We do not want the lesser roll that I rolled at all.
We get the I get you get
No,
me.
why is everyone voting disadvantage? No!
Immediately. Listen. I get advantage. You get less trauma for my character.
Oh my gosh.
Lady Noir sounds fun.
Everyone.
Watch it play out.
Watch it play out. Oh gosh.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Oh gosh.
We're
Okay,
doing some
guys.
stuff.
You know, you still have
Listen.
time to vote for advantage.
Listen, if you vote disadvantage, she could technically roll again and roll a natural 1. So
No, you don't know what my disadvantage roll was.
I think it was a natural
It's a
one
natural
already.
No, it was a dirty one because I have a -1.
You should have given it over to me.
I didn't think about that. I just rolled.
didn't think.
You were like,
just
"I'll
roll.
help," and then I was like, yes, advantage.
Okay, yeah, I can.
'Cause I-
All right, let's try to close this up.
Okay. Disadvantage 1.
1.
So
Hey.
it's a dirty one, not a natural one.
I feel like this is more fitting because you aren't you also wearing chainmail, which would already
I
give you disadvantage.
Very loud.
Chainmail. I'm wearing chainmail. I'm trying to hide a tiefling under my cloak. I'm also trying to hide myself as we're trying to go over to the rooms.
Clink, clink. There's Zilli's tail flopping around. She's like sneezing. It's like, it's okay, Zilli. You're like
You
talking
did
to
this.
her.
Yeah, pretty much. You are loud as you are going, and everyone else can see that all the strangers here are watching you go as you are just very loud, very clumsy. Zilli is definitely poking out at times, her tail falling out of the cloak. And you're like, Zilli, your tail! And then
Your
she'll like
tail.
swoop down and pick it up. Like,
Oh no.
everyone is aware that you are trying to slip someone in under your cloak, and the name Zilli is dropped.
Zilli, your tail! Come on!
You make it into the room though, as everyone is just watching you go. And as soon as the door closes, anyone still outside sees everyone start whispering together.
Oh no.
But you think you did a great job. You did it.
Okay.
You got
Zilli.
inside, no one stopped you.
Zilli, we did it! We got in!
Guys, I have invisibility.
Well,
makes
we
that
did
even
not
better.
think about this.
I see. I see.
At least we can get out safely.
Well, yeah, and then
Wow.
we're going to... Rayla's going to stay and sleep in her armor as she normally does.
When they get to the room, Zilli is going to tumble out of the cloak because even though the cloak is used as some kind of shelter, it's not waterproof. I'm pretty sure it's not waterproof. So
I mean,
she's actually
yeah.
drenched, and she's gonna like tumble out of the cloak and basically be on all fours and shake herself off like a dog.
She'd be like, and Rayla's gonna take the cloak off also. She's gonna first make sure like any curtains are closed if there are windows. And then she'll take off the cloak.
Nice.
Squeegee it out, hang it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is everyone
Hey.
else going to bed then?
Yes.
Is
Off the
Kaya
bed.
in this room?
Kaya is in that room. Has she gone to bed? Do you want to go to bed? I don't know.
Yeah, I'll just go to bed. She doesn't really say much.
Wait, how many beds are in this room?
It's not actually beds. You're expected to have your own bedding. You could pay. There's a sign on the wall saying, "Pay extra for bedding."
Yeah, Rayla's just gonna use her bedroll.
Zilli's gonna pull out all the bedrolls that she has collected from the bandits.
Make
just-
a mega bed.
She's gonna make a mega bed and just bundle herself up because she's still wet and cold.
Hmm.
Cute. Rayla's gonna turn to Kaya and be like, oh, I'm glad we, didn't screw that one up.
She'll just kind of smile and. Yeah.
Zilli and I aren't very liked at this city. So, village.
She seems a lot more suspicious that we actually made it without being noticed. But she doesn't say anything.
Okay.
She's just kind of like, yep.
Rayla's gonna put
Seraphine is-
her bedroll in like the corner because she wants to be in the corner of the building,
Okay.
ready to go at a moment's notice, as she always sleeps.
Seraphine is going to slip off of Kaya and just shakes herself off and yowls in displeasure as she's looking at her fur that is parts of it are splashed with rain.
Zilli is going to open up a little bit of the bedrolls for Seraphine to climb in.
She'll think about it for a moment. And then she'll go in. Okay. For Paige and Castil, anything you are wanting to do?
Yeah. Paige has to talk to Castil.
Okay.
Okay.
You're popular today.
I am. I keep being like, all right, let's give the others people a limelight. I'm back.
You're not allowed to step out of that. Okay. So, we're getting ready for bed, and as we've got all our stuff set, Paige is like, "Hey, Castil.
Yes.
So we had a conversation about the whole, my whole curse
Your condition.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so you're aware, the second night from tomorrow, or I guess second night from today, that is the night. So we have a night of peace tonight, a night of peace tomorrow night, but the night after we'll be in Vale, and we'll have to go do the thing.
Right.
Just need you to help with the restraining process, and hopefully you won't need to keep an eye on me, but if you're there, it will probably be safer.
If the girls ask, we'll say it's guys' night.
Yeah, guys' night.
Rule number 1, don't talk about guys' night.
Anything that happens during guys' night stays in guys' night. Okay. Thank you again. And to be clear, and he actually pulls out, he has a small calendar that he keeps with him. This is what he has been writing each day on. He opens it and he shows you and he says, the astronomy inside of Arkukari means that there will be 3 nights in a row that are a full moon, and I will need you to help me with every single night.
I've got you covered.
I'm sure this won't end up being a problem. Okay.
I still have a few spells that could maybe help out if even the restraints fail. So
Yeah. I might be able to be reasoned with in that state. Remember? With Barrett.
Yeah.
Talk to Barrett. But don't get your hopes up. I will very likely try to kill you. So, more likely than not.
As Dane the player, you have full permission to go feral and attack Castil.
And I will. I will, with or without your permission. No, I'm kidding.
In that
but it
state,
will be-
DM kind of takes over, so he will.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was just gonna say
We've
at
talked-
that point it's a DM thing.
Yet I will not have injured you at all. My hands will be clean. Sierra will have the Hamlet moment. She will have the blood on her hands, not I.
Paige will still have the trauma, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what happened to Rayla when she killed Paige. Except chat had a part to play in that.
I mean,
Yeah.
you didn't have to whisper in his ear.
The voices, the effervescent voices.
I
of
can
chat
always tell
in
when you're
Rayla's
playing.
mind.
Okay. Anything else you want to talk about?
Did you want Kaya along? You guys just seem to have gotten really good friends. I just wanted to...
Well,
Well, there was the one night she came up and hugged you. I assumed you
can
guys got close.
I can kind of see where you're coming from. We're friends. I trust her, but I don't want her to get hurt.
Understood.
Not that I would rather you get hurt over her. Well, I mean, that's kind of what I'm saying. I
I
feel
have
like you
more
can take it better than
experience
she can.
I have more experience with werewolves that...
Yeah. Anyways.
Friends
course,
over.
I wasn't trying to insinuate anything, just if you wanted more friends, comfort-wise.
Yeah, it would be much more comfortable if my friends were not there.
Understood.
I just don't.
A single
want-
tear. No.
Your actions will have consequences.
Castil will remember this.
If I don't know what I would do if anyone got hurt, and I think you could deal with me on your own. I trust you.
Understood.
But yeah, it's okay. We get 2 more nights. 2 nights. 2 nights of peace.
A
Then the
piece,
third.
you say.
It'll come when it comes. Okay. Good night. He says.
All right. Is anyone keeping watch during this time?
Yes, I was going to say, Castil does not intend to sleep tonight because he's going to be taking
That will
watch.
be a point of
Yes.
exhaustion.
But after seeing the stealth attempt of his party members and knowing the situation they're in, he's going to stay up and be vigilant as best he can.
Okay.
Technically, I can take 1 watch, which will be 2 hours. Then you can take 2 watches, which will be 4 hours. No, you still would have to take a point of exhaustion. It is what it is.
Rayla,
We wouldn't be able to make the whole 6.
Rayla's gonna take like a watch in the girls' room, and then after about a watch, she's gonna deem it kind of like, okay, if nothing happens during that watch, then she'll be like, okay, I think I could close my eyes, and she'll go to sleep.
Okay. I'm gonna say over here is where the bedrooms are.
I will say, Kaya's not gonna take any watches because she's gonna be out. But there are several times where she does like jolt awake and like freak out. but then just she like tries to calm herself and go back like several times in the night. And yeah.
Castil will at one point try to sneak out and do like a perimeter check of the rooms.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But he's being as vigilant as possible.
Okay. So
Sorry, this just came to my mind that Zilli, I think, would be up and watching for a bit. But if anyone were to come and like try and sneak into the room, what they would see is just this giant mound. And of course it's dark, so it's just like a mound of bedrolls, but they see 2 pairs of glowing eyes.
And then 2 smaller ones. Because the
I know
cats
that
would be-
like one is Zilli, one is Seraphine.
Oh, I see what you
2
mean.
pairs of glowing eyes staring at them.
Spooky looking. Rayla does catch a glimpse of that as she is taking a watch at the beginning of the night.
She's kind of like, oh, Zilli's also stressed.
The first few hours, you don't hear any disturbances, and Rayla, as you are like, okay, everything's good, you're settling down to take a nap, you hear banging on your door. Castil, you do hear banging on the next door over, and you hear a voice shout, Sunstrider, come out!
Oh no.
And there's like lights glowing as there are seems to have been a small mob that has formed outside.
Rayla will like jump up and she's going to quickly stuff her bedroll into the bag.
Wait, hold on. I know I can use thaumaturgy, but I need to like read through this. Oh. It's in range.
Is
Okay.
Kaya, do you have a blanket on you?
Yes, she does.
Okay. Rayla will like stuff the like bedroll into her bag, and then she's going to like, Kaya, did you wake up to the banging?
I would say no.
Okay. Rayla is going to come over and she's going to pull the covers like over your head, and she's just going to say, hide.
And getting smothered in your sleep.
Yeah. And then she's
Not
going to
horrifying.
like go over to the door.
No, I actually have an idea. So
Rayla
First-
does do that, but yeah.
first, so Zilli is going to signal for you to like get close. Like for everyone to get close. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of points of exhaustion if I do it like this.
You're not the only one with invisibility.
Yeah, but is she the only one in this room who can use it?
Yes.
I can, and I will put invisibility on too.
Yeah, as Rayla's like, hide.
Yeah, as soon as she
Okay.
says that, she's gonna put invisibility on, and then she's gonna peek.
And then she's gonna be peeking.
So, Zilli, okay, I'm gonna be doing this first. She is going to use thaumaturgy to make it sound like the window has been swung open and someone jumps out. Then she is going to grab onto Rayla and cast invisibility. She's doing this as an abdominal strike. She's casting invisibility
Oh,
on herself and Rayla.
okay. I like
And
it.
So I'm gonna say that like Rayla went over to Kaya, was like, hide, and then kind of like walked over to the door when Zilli's like, no, over here, and she's like, and then she goes over and that happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You hear some people shout about, they went through the window! And like, if you guys are under your clothes though, like under the bedding, although you are invisible, your bedding is not, and so it's just like floating lumps of space in the
Not
bedding.
Rayla. She already has all of her stuff packed.
And Zilli just has basically like a blanket fort of bedding.
You guys go
Yeah,
around.
we're not very smart right now though, but Rayla's like,
I will say, like, after she says hide, she'll turn invisible and she'll basically like push the blanket off,
Okay.
so it's not like sitting on her.
So
I just thought of something funny about this whole situation.
Okay.
Rayla is like, I'm invisible now. What do I do? And she'll just stand like over by the door, but she's gonna like more like to be watching anyone that comes in.
Okay. Castil and Paige, anything you are wanting to do before my NPCs keep doing stuff?
Let's see.
Sounds like the girls are in trouble.
Yeah, I think they went through the window.
I can cast invisibility on you and shapeshift myself, and we can go find them.
I might be able to do something. Could you just real quick say,
And he's like gesturing for you, like he doesn't have the words to say this, but he needs you to say the words, so he has them.
like you look and you find it has to sound
Over-
clear
Over there?
for Rayla. Yeah, more.
Meet up
You-
in another place.
No. I
They went that way.
find. Yeah, perfect. Okay,
What'd
now.
you
They went that way is what he said.
With a question mark, they went that way? So you can always say, they went that way?
Yep. He's like,
Perfect, that one. Yes, that one. But like, ooh, like you found, yeah. Declare.
He's gonna walk over to the window. He's gonna burst it open and then just start pointing off in a round direction, like, "She's over there!"
Perfect. Okay. Make me invisible.
He goes over. He'll cast invisibility on you, and then shapeshift into his spider form to start exploring. Before he shapeshifts, like, we'll just meet out over on the north side of town.
Yes.
Meet up
Yes.
if we find him by
Perfect.
daybreak.
So Paige now is going to hop out of the window, and he's going to look to see if he can find the group of people behind. And depending on where they are, he's gonna try to trick them.
Okay. So you guys have this conversation. You burst open the door, shout that as you hear people running around the corner, like around the building. So you guys manage to turn invisible and shapeshift right before they come around. They see both windows are open, and you, Paige, I'll just put you on the other side. You see this group of people on the other side of the building. I'm imagining you're planning to like climb out the window and sneak past them.
Yeah, initially he's going to try. He's gonna sneak a little bit past them, but sort of from a place like right here, right? He's gonna call out he's going to try and deceive them. He's going to use this call mixed with the voice of one of the people inside, and he's going to try and deceive these two people into thinking the other person saw her, basically.
Okay.
Saying, "She's over there! Sunstrider!" Like that sort of a thing, using the
Okay.
voices that he has to try
Roll
and...
for stealth with advantage because you're invisible to like get
Okay.
out your window and next to them without them realizing another person's there, and then also roll for deception straight up.
Okay, stealth disadvantage or with advantage, and then
21. Okay, they don't
deceptions,
realize another person's
yeah.
there.
I'm also... this is deception. I'm going to use Kenku Recall to give myself advantage on this.
Okay. And during this
Okay.
time, Rayla has whispered to Zilli for her shield, and Zilli quietly pulls out her hole to give Rayla her shield.
And
Just
Rayla-
for the audience to be aware.
and Rayla
um,
quietly like grabs it.
Okay. I will have both of you roll individually for stealth, please. With, no, just straight up because it's going off of sound for the guy outside.
That's a natural one.
Can I ask for advantage since there's basically noise going on outside and at the door?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean,
She
if
didn't
my
have
deception
my
is
audience.
successful, could they just like have advantage?
Also,
She can use
technically-
my
I'm
audience.
gonna say no on this one for the advantage because the guy is literally at the door, specifically trained in on this, and a different group is going checking out the outside, but not everyone is convinced she went out the window.
Sierra,
Yes, Emily.
technically that is also a 0.
A 0.
It is
Okay.
a 0, not just a natural one. It is
Okay.
a 0.
And
I got an 11.
an 11. Okay, Zilli is a lot quieter about what she's doing.
She's like,
Rayla, you pull out your shield and you kind of fumble it in the dark, and you're not used to like your hands being invisible.
Oh,
And
shoot,
you drop the shield, and it goes clang, 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 clang.
and she's gonna be like, oh shoot!
And
Oh,
then you
oh,
save it.
oh shoot! Oh! Look at my shield!
All right, and Paige, what did you get?
For deception, I got a 14.
14. Okay. I will say that the two right next to them will run this way, that you're next to. Will run that direction, but the other two are like, what the heck? What are they doing? You know?
Okay.
So they're not quite believing that. Castil, in your spider shape, as you're like, oh, I'm gonna go look around for her, you do hear Rayla's voice inside the room going, oh, shoot, shoot! And then the NPC is outside on the front. And the one at the door pounds it. He's like, open up, Sunstrider, I know you're in there. And then it shouts again, but like away from the door. He's like, bring me a key.
And Rayla's gonna turn to Zilli and she's gonna be like, Zilli, just drop it on me. Don't drop it on yourself, okay? Just drop it on me.
Can she do that?
Drop it
So-
on me.
You technically can't see Zilli,
Why not?
Oh, okay.
but what you do see is the hole starting to scooch over towards the door.
And she's like,
Oh my gosh.
just drop the invisibility on me and they'll come after me.
Where did the town go?
They're also in the hole.
That's hilarious. No, but you should drop it on Rayla so that way they go Sunstrider and they run.
That's what I'm gonna do next. So she's going to like scooch it over towards the door, so that it is like right in front of the door. There's no way around it. Like it's right at the door.
And she's on the other side of the hole.
And she's on the other side of the
Yeah.
hole. Then she's gonna go over and she's going to drop invisibility on Rayla.
And I'm gonna say Rayla in the dark does not see the hole, but is like raising like. Actually, she's not gonna raise her sword. She's just going to only have her shield out. And she's like, all right, pick it up.
Zilli is just going to tell her, "Don't go towards the door."
She's like,
Anything you
Kaya's
wanna
just
do,
watching all of this like, what the heck? And she's just like, what is that? She has not moved like an inch at all. So she hasn't made a single sound or anything. But she's just watching this like, what is happening?
So
I'm gonna just double check the whole thing and see how many fit in it, I guess.
That is a good question. The hole.
What is the occupancy of
Okay.
a hole?
Yeah. So it's
Also,
slightly
Kaya's never
bigger
like
than a
seen
5
this
foot
hole
square.
before. So like, random hole in the ground or in front
there's
of
a
the
hole
door.
in the ground, and then it starts moving towards the door.
Just like, what the heck?
Steve the cat got his popcorn ready.
Also, I just saw Seji's comment of the fee fi fo foom. There are no Sunstriders in here, only your doom. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, yes, Steve, no one
So
should
6
ever be
feet.
with Rayla if we were in
Okay.
a horror movie. Rayla would be the first to die, but not because she doesn't have skills, but because she can't hide at all.
She just can't.
She
It
would
is
fight the
physically
person. She would
Zero
fight the
skill.
murderer. But
Okay.
Nice. Ooh. I do have something else. I might be able to make the window our escape route even more. I wonder if I might be able to, when these guys are like standing still, very carefully tie their feet together so that way when they go to run, they will trip. I mean, why would these guys expect their legs to get tied together? You know what I mean? Like, why would you expect that? They're looking for Rayla. They're not looking at their J's. You know what I mean? Like, it is it is what it is.
Rayla will murmur, "How did they know it was me?"
Not aware. I'm gonna say 5 people can fit into your hole, like if they are laying on top of each other, because it's 6 feet diameter, 10 feet deep. So, and let's say if they're like each like 2 feet thick, give or take. Also depends on how they land. We're gonna just say it's like 5.
I
5
don't think a normal human is 2 feet thick.
like 1.5 feet. Because it's also like, okay,
Yeah.
are they wearing armor? Are they wearing bags?
Yeah, and it's
But
like
how are they
what's their
gonna land?
body type, how they landing, so many factors. Yeah,
Okay, we'll say 5 to 6. It depends who goes in. These guys though are doing a little raid, so
yeah.
but they're also like farmers.
Wait, don't laugh at that. Don't laugh at. Wait, Steve. I don't know.
It's fine.
We don't.
Could I also tie these guys' legs together, like
What,
just like
these two
while
in
they're
front
not?
of you.
Yeah. Could I like tie their
Roll
legs
for
together?
sleight of hand.
Oh,
Okay.
we cannot see anything happening on that side of the map.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's happening. Castil, what do you want to do?
He is going to try and sneak over into the girls' room to start his actual search to see where they actually went.
Okay.
You'll only see Rayla.
Which way are you going to go in? Your spider, are you going through windows or are you going through under doors?
He's going to go through the window because he doesn't want to risk getting stomped on.
Smart choice. Okay, you crawl around to the window. You see Rayla alone in this room.
Shield.
No one else. You do see the bag for Kaya in the corner. No one in it. A mound of blankets that Seraphine is still happily tucked into. So you see her glowing eyes.
And a hole by the door.
And a hole by the door.
He does not know how that hole got there, but he will go position himself kind of above the hole, just ready to drop down and drop wild shape on anyone who gets
Into the
past the
hole.
hole.
So you're planning to drop into the hole or drop like right by Rayla?
Right by Rayla, I guess.
Okay. All right. Paige, what did you get for sleight of hand? Dirty.
I got a 20, dirty 20.
All right.
Tie their legs
You
together.
Tie their legs together, and they hear the Rayla inside, so they go to look through the window, and they trip on each other, and they fall prone, and they're like
Perfect.
shouting, like, "Get off me! Like, your foot's stuck! What happened? Where's this coming from?" And they're just shouting.
Paige is gonna come to the window now, and he's gonna like hit the side of the window, and he says, "Hey, it's Paige. We're going. Come this way. We're free." And he's like hitting the door frame.
Okay. At this moment, the door unlocks and opens, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This little kid is gung ho, so we'll say 6.
Little kid.
He's gung ho about it. He's ready. He's ready to go. He's
Everyone
got a little
hates the
pitchfork.
Sunstrider. He's holding a rock.
He's holding a rock. He's ready to go. He's got good aim.
Ready for my first angry mob, Dad.
And the guy
Take your
opens the
son to
door and he
Angry
goes,
Mob Day.
Sunstrider, you're not welcome here. And they will for a moment be like, come out now. But if you don't, what are you gonna do?
Don't
they say
move.
Sunstrider. She's gonna say, "Can't we talk this out, please?
You hear some
I only care for your well-being."
other people like spit on the ground. The kid is actually gonna toss the rock at you.
She's gonna kind of like actually flinch away from that, and she's gonna cover her face.
Does a 10 hit?
No, a 10 does not hit, but she's
You
gonna
cover
cover
your
her
face and it bounces off your shield.
She's like,
and-
okay.
You hear some people outside saying, "Drag her out! Yeah, drag her out!" And they're going to rush in, and one right after the other, they all pile in. They're screaming and yelling and groaning.
And as they are
Some
still
cracking
working to
sounds.
get back up, Zilli is going to quickly fold up the hole.
Oh no! They only have 10
Yoink.
minutes before they suffocate.
My
know.
civilians now.
Well, it's more like 10 minutes divided by 6, because there's 6 of them.
Oh, you're
it'll
right.
actually be
Yeah.
sooner than that.
So that's like
They don't got very long.
that's like a minute and a couple seconds.
Wait, is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was 10 minutes total for each of them.
It's
10 minutes worth of air.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes
Per
worth of
person.
oxygen.
So yeah,
For one person.
precisely 1.6 repeating minutes. So you know.
So 1 minute and 6
All
seconds.
right, so we gotta be quick about
No.
this.
It'd be because it'd be 1 minute 20 seconds.
A minute 20. Okay.
Yeah, because that's a
Maybe-
sixth
no,
of a
40.
minute. It's not
40?
actually. It's
So you fold it up after like these people come in. Is there anyone else
10
trying to come in?
In that
Just call
moment, we'll
six,
say
just
no.
six.
So we're going to say, Kai, is there anything you want to do? You just saw all of this happen.
Rayla,
She's just staying out of the way. In the corner where
Okay, you guys
nobody
have-
would walk.
You guys have heard Paige yelling that it's clear this way. Come out.
I will say Rayla is shocked about the bodies because she did not see the hole.
She just vanished
So
in front
like
of you.
they all just, and she's like, "What the?"
Beautiful.
I'm sorry. I don't know where you guys went. This is a weird night.
You just
Beautiful.
hear Zilli run.
I guess
All this way.
Rayla's going to actually go over to where she thinks Kaya is. She's gonna grab her bag and her blanket and like quickly stuff like her bedding like into her bag. And she's gonna be like, Kaya, I don't know where you are, but we need to get out of here.
Hold on, someone's yelling for me. I'll be right back. We'll
Okay.
just assume that he drops
So-
down, makes his presence known, and follows you guys.
Okay.
So there's
Good.
no one around, right? Like right now.
There are 4 people still outside. The last person is just in shock that all their friends just vanished in front of their eyes.
But can they
And-
see in the room? That's what I mean.
Probably have torches.
They have torches. Yeah, they can see in the room. They have torches. They can see. Yeah.
Okay, then Kaya's not gonna respond. She'll just follow once everyone else leaves the room.
Okay, Rayla's gonna
Perfect.
be like, I'm not trying to steal your stuff, but I'm putting your stuff in my bag. She's gonna stuff it in her bag of holding.
For speed's sake.
For speed's sake.
All right, all of you go out the window, correct?
Mom, we gotta go. We gotta go.
She's like, Castil, come on. And she's gonna make
Wholesome.
sure everyone is out. She's gonna make sure Castil is out, and then she's gonna be like, everybody else is out.
But
before
actually, Kaya will be the one making sure everyone's out because she won't leave till everyone else is left.
Yeah, Rayla's gonna
Yeah.
be like, I assume everybody
Hope
went
people
through. Okay. And she'll
Okay,
also grab
good.
Zilli's bedrolls and stuff them in as well.
Gotta get Jack. Quick.
And
Quick,
like,
get Jack.
As she's like,
And release those people, I guess.
as she's like getting the like bedrolls stuffed into her bag, she'll like also accidentally grab the cat in like one of the bedrolls, and she'll just like set it on her back. She'll just be like,
Oh, okay.
whoop, and then keep stuffing.
Yowls in disapproval. If you're taking that long to load up all these bags, the people will start to come into the room.
Oh yeah, no, they
Okay.
can. But she's just making sure everybody gets their stuff because she knows that Zilli really wants to keep her bedroll pile.
Right, as you're doing that, these last 4 people make their way into the room. Some looking a little more frightened than others, and they're holding their pitchforks up to you, Rayla. And they're kind of like poking at you a little bit, and they're like, give us back
Using
our
her shield.
friends.
I didn't
You
take them
took half
from
the
you.
town.
I don't know where
You
they
said
went.
nothing. You took them. There's no one else here, and they vanished. It was you, son Strider.
I
And they're
don't know.
actually the one person who was like in shock is actually going to yell, "Give them back!" as they like slam their weapon into you.
And she's gonna just try and block it with her shield. She's not trying to attack the villagers.
You successfully block that attack.
Nice.
So, like, give them back, and they're just wailing on your shield.
Please, I don't know where they are.
Come
She's
on,
gonna be like,
we gotta go.
whatever took them, release them. I guess I don't know.
Zilli would have, like, she's still invisible, but she would have taken the hole to like the edge of town in the opposite direction that they're going, and then like take the hole and kind of like shake it out like a tablecloth to get them out, fold it back up real quick, and then leave.
All while she's invisible.
All right, let's see if you can make it
How
there
far
before
can
they
she make it?
suffocate.
Yeah, how far can she even
I-
make it?
Let's see.
Let's see.
Look
I
over
do.
there.
I do
Hang on,
have.
60.
Let's see. Where is it? Expeditious retreat.
Expeditious.
Expeditious.
So
that
what does
would
that
cost
do?
concentration.
This spell
and
allows
it
you
would
to
break
move
your
at an
invisibility.
incredible pace.
Oh,
Yeah,
you will lose your
Oh.
invisibility.
But you could do it.
You can do that, but you lose your invisibility.
All right. Yeah, she can take a dash action with this, so I'm pretty sure she can get out of there before they can even like get up to do anything.
Yeah, it makes it so instead of being able to travel 2 times your regular speed, you can actually do it 3 times. So you can get up to 90 feet per second. Or not per second, but per 6. Because, round, blah, blah, blah. 90 feet. Very fast.
So you can go 90 in a round.
Yep.
One, two, three. Yeah.
So it's like, also it's like a minute and a half. It's like a minute 36 seconds total. Which works out very well, actually. The 36, that's 6 rounds. So in total, 16 rounds is how long she'll have to move before they begin suffocating. And people can be suffocating for a little bit too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it takes you 7 rounds to get to that destination you want. And you said at 16 rounds they start suffocating?
Yeah, from when they were put into the hole.
Okay,
So
and
she
you're
could feasibly make it back too.
so you can
Yep.
shake them out. They don't die. They are very disgruntled and confused, and some of them look to have broken bones, especially the one on the bottom, whoever everyone landed on. You might be paralyzed. You don't know. And then you run back to your group as you hear that she's like, release them, and she's being wailed on by the
Please.
townsfolk.
I don't
Paige,
know where they went.
Or Kaya, is there anything you were wanting to do while you were watching this?
She's just taking it all in.
Just watching her get wailed on.
Taking
Love it.
all
Paige, what do
in.
you want to do?
So Paige has made where we're leaving very well known, so he's just gonna go grab Jack himself.
Okay.
He's like,
Um,
I'll get Jack. Exit through the window. These guys are not getting out quick.
now, Rayla, we're going to say that you are flanked as these townspeople have come in. They're actually surrounding you on all four sides. They're like, give them back! And they're like slamming into you.
And at this point, I'm assuming she's already gotten all the stuff, and she's like trying to back up into the corner, but she's surrounded on all
You're
sides.
surrounded.
So she's kind of I swear I didn't do anything to them. I don't know what happened.
Can I use thaumaturgy again? It's technically a cantrip.
You would not get back by this time. Well, I guess you'd hear the wailing on them, so sure. But let me get in my hits. They definitely get in some attacks before you get there. All 4 of them hit. 2 of them are natural 20s.
Oof. Yeah,
Yay
because her
me.
AC is a 19.
Well, I rolled pretty well.
Yeah.
Finally, for once. Because they all get advantage because you're flanked. Like, they're flanking you that way.
Yeah.
Four, and 2 more. Okay.
That does not look good. Chat, guys.
Okay. Okay.
These villagers are wailing on Rayla.
Together the 4 of them do a total of 30 damage as they are just wailing on you.
A lot of damage.
She's now from 30...
I rolled almost all 6s.
She has 7 hit points left.
Okay, yeah. I'm using thaumaturgy.
Sierra, can I roll a Constitution saving throw for like?
Scar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that did take out more than half. Yes, please do.
That took out basically almost all my hit points.
We'll
I
say
was
you
at
can do your
max.
thaumaturgy. We'll allow Kaya to do something if she would like, and then Castil can do something if he would like.
Constitution saving throw. That's a 9.
That's a fail. You get a scar from this.
Ouch.
Are you wanting a permanent injury like your previous one? Or are you wanting just a scar?
You pick.
Let's give it to the audience.
Oh!
Should she get option 1? A permanent injury, so like she's blind in one eye, so should she get something like that?
Just not the other
Or
eye.
2, does she just get a scar? 1, a permanent injury, we'll roll for it. Or 2, a scar. Just a scar, I should say.
Chat, guys, I don't know. More trauma? Professor Foghorn, please.
Exciting. Trauma.
Chat!
You get to decide her fate.
You're
Should we
deciding
give
my
her
fate.
1,
My
a
fate is on
permanent
here.
injury, or 2, just a scar? You get
my
to choose.
Goodness.
Pretty
Chat, are
exciting.
you gonna be nice to me or
Gonna be nice, gonna
or
be
not
mean.
nice? Well, honestly, like I'm okay with either, guys. You know, like because I think it'd be interesting either way.
It would be interesting either way. So,
This is a
option
really
1,
tight one.
give her permanent injury. Option 2, give her a scar. We will start closing it up in 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 3/4.
You really want the
10.
permanent one. I really
Of course,
feel
I want
that.
it to be 1.
The dungeon master wants it to be one.
There's no question about this, guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the audience gets to
The
pick.
chat is being merciful today, guys.
They are being
Wow.
merciful.
After giving me disadvantage earlier. Maybe they
They're
feel
tired
guilty.
of all the trauma.
They're tired of all the drama.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's closing.
Ooh.
3, 2, 1. Go. Oh, Steve changed his vote. No, it tied the vote. But, oh no! No, it imbalanced. Oh my gosh.
And the vote. And the vote. Which
What
did it
even
end on?
happened? Okay,
Caitlin
I don't even
challenged them.
I'm so confused because
You're welcome.
I ended it when when 1 was the highest, but then like right afterwards it switched to 2 is the highest. So now I'm not sure, to be honest.
Well,
Oh, exciting.
whatever it says. I mean, I guess that's
see what it
option 2 was the
2 was
most
the most
voted,
voted.
57.
What about
so-
the viewers on TikTok?
Well, that's
Oh,
true. Did you
actually,
look
let
on
me
TikTok?
check TikTok, guys.
No. They're all ones, just not a single 2 in sight.
Oh my gosh,
Beautiful.
guys, I can't with this one, you know?
Huh.
Wait, Seji,
Huh.
what the mix-up? Seji, what'd you even vote for, guys?
Said you voted 2.
Yeah, it said you voted too.
Said you voted 2. Okay.
Wild.
Because then people on TikTok were also, Twitch were changing. So, and you on TikTok.
Okay. Me on TikTok, haha, I voted 1. Nah, I'm not counting that. Don't worry. I just wanted to throw something in the TikTok chat. Okay. No, I don't know because so
Is
many
there
people.
any in TikTok?
There are not any in TikTok.
Okay, so it is 2.
It is 2. I'm just laughing my head off that everything changed so
Right at
fast,
the end.
Right at the end.
That was beautiful.
All right, you get a permanent scar. Let's roll to see where it lands, shall we?
Okay.
If she gets blind in the other eye,
Please.
No, that would be a 1. That would be a permanent injury. This is a scar. But it is on her face.
No, wait. Now I'm confused because you said
No, 1 was a permanent injury.
yeah.
2 was a scar.
Yeah, but then you
And-
said permanent injury and
No, Zilli said, what if she was blind in her other eye? And I said, no, that'd be a permanent injury. She got a scar.
then,
And then I
got
rolled,
confused.
and it's on your face.
I was like, I don't even know what she got at this point.
It's okay. You got a permanent scar on your
Perfect.
face.
Oh, sad day.
We'll say, because they were like prodding you with the pitchfork, I'm going to say it's like 3 lines, like down your cheek. Where like you got hit with the pitchfork.
Ouch.
You can choose if you want to be on the same side as your blind side or not, but
Yeah. We're gonna put it on the same side as her.
okay, so you have that scar, and then you have like 3 more going down from it.
I think it's more on like this side.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ouch.
Exciting. Kaya, anything you want to do?
She's really bloody.
Was Zilli gonna use
Thaumaturgy, right?
thaumaturgy?
yeah.
Yeah, Zilli, thaumaturgy, what are you doing?
Wait.
All right, so part of thaumaturgy is
I thought
being
she couldn't
able.
make it back in time.
No, I said she had made it back to see you being wailed on, so
Okay.
Your voice booms up to 3 times as loud as normal for 1 minute. So, is there a way that she can get it to change as well, so it's not like little kid Zilli voice?
I would say no, that's an illusion. That is not thaumaturgy. So thaumaturgy just makes it louder. If you can make your voice like, can Zilli make her sound deeper just with her own skills? With voice
She can-
acting stuff, then sure, but otherwise it's just normal thaumaturgy.
Performance check?
She can try.
Sure, performance.
What is her performance? Now I've got to pull up the character sheet again.
Ouch.
Oh, performance is actually pretty good.
Chat lie.
That's a 23.
23. Okay, you managed to make your sound deeper by some miracle.
All right.
Tap
She
into
gets
a
help from her patron for this.
Yes.
So she so she's going to make her voice louder and make it deeper and just cry out, "Enough! Your comrades are fine. If you continue to hurt her, it will be your doom."
No.
And then your invisibility also drops because you cast a spell.
Oh, it was already dropped.
Oh, you dropped it
She's-
already. Okay.
She's hiding as she's
Oh
doing
yeah,
it.
because you did the haste, right? Okay.
And then
Yeah.
I will say Kaya will also like make really, really loud thunder sounds and like flashes of lightning outside. Like just flashes in the window.
Okay, that will end your invisibility because it is a spell.
Tough.
I'm trying to imagine like where I am and if I'm like in a place.
You're in a corner of the room, you had said, because you weren't going to leave until Rayla had left, but she was busy stuffing the bags in her bag. The sleeping bags, sorry.
She was just trying to get Zilli and Kaya's stuff.
I'm gonna wait to see how they respond and then I'll make a
Okay.
move.
Castil, anything you want to do?
Because he had gotten
So-
out of the window at this point.
Well, that
kind of.
he was going to go out with you, but then you didn't go out, so he's still in there.
That's true.
So we
Spider
can say he
form.
hasn't dropped his spider form. You can drop your spider form now if you want. You've just seen them wail on Rayla and like almost
Giant
take her down to
slash
0.
in the cheek.
Okay. He will. Yeah, he'll drop his spider form just to kind of appear, I guess, over by the window if that's where they were headed.
Okay.
He's gonna try to stay hidden, or at least in the darker part of the room, make it so he's harder to be seen. And he's gonna cast the healing spirit over on top of Rayla.
Okay. We'll say you can heal her twice in this span of time.
Okay.
Also, I am no longer invisible.
Okay.
For clarity's sake, because concentration spell.
Oh, that's over. Right.
How much healing?
That's
do
okay.
I get?
I'm far though. I'm going and grabbing Jack right now. Or not far, but I'm getting Jack.
Okay, you would suddenly you're not invisible anymore. Sorry. There's a distance you left, right?
Strange.
How much do you heal Rayla for?
1d6, and I'm doing it twice, so that's 2d6.
Rayla would like to say something, but I don't know how the villagers are going to react.
That is 7 points of health.
Healing.
Total?
Okay.
Yep, and he's gonna still try and he's gonna basically try and hide until he
Outside
gets
the
a-
window.
Well, he's hiding in like the corner because he came in. I thought.
So you're in the room. Are you wanting to go out the window? If you're hiding in the room, they can definitely see you because they have torches. It's not
Oh,
a
they have
huge room. They have torches. They can see inside the room. So unless you're invisible, like they can see you.
In that case, he will not be hiding, and he will step forward. Like, get out now if you know what is good for you. We mean you no harm, but we will defend ourselves.
Okay.
Please don't hurt them.
Are you referring to the villagers not to hurt them, or are
Yes.
you referring to the guy
I'm
not
referring to
Okay.
my party members, and I say, please don't hurt them. Like referencing, please don't hurt the villagers.
to? Okay.
Nope.
Kaya, you said you wanted to wait to see how the villagers reacted, correct?
Yep.
All right. Zilli, roll for intimidation with your thunder stuff. And Castil, roll for persuasion.
That is a 9 for intimidation. Can I ask for advantage if Kaya does do the thunder?
She is waiting to
15.
see how they react, so no. Because they
You
are
can ask
reacting.
for
And I'm
audience.
calling on audience inspiration.
Alright.
Rule of cool, guys. Let's do this.
Rule of cool. All right, everyone, it's time to vote. We've got a mixture here.
I did roll a 15 for my persuasion.
18? Okay.
Uh, 16.
Yeah.
Or 15. 1 5.
Oh, you got a 15. Okay.
Professor Foghorn, all of the advantage.
Zilli is the most adorable little girl. She gets it all.
She gets it all.
She gets it all. Protect the child.
Okay, closing it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And advantage wins.
Alright, roll with advantage.
Yes. That makes it 11.
11. Okay. And Castil got a 15.
Rayla just says, please don't hurt them.
Please don't hurt them. None of them seem intimidated. The DC was a 15. But 2 of them will stop wailing on Rayla from the persuasion. And they seem to be like unsure because there's a Sunstrider, so they got to be careful of that. But then they don't want these other people, so like they seem uncertain, but they've stopped wailing on you. And the other 2 are like, heck no, and they're still going at you. Yes.
Rayla's gonna try and like block it with her shield, but she's going to kind of like, I'm imagining that she kind of like went down with like a lot of this like kind of crouch, but she'll kind of stand up and be like, please, I know what my brother did was awful, but I never did anything but try and help.
Okay.
I've devoted my life to trying to fix it. And she's gonna like reveal like the now like giant gaping like 3 like slices into her cheek. And she's like, please.
Okay. Kaya, anything you want to do?
Kaya's kind of... She's a little bit shocked by this, like, by hearing her say that and just hearing her have that much power. But I'll say she still is just watching. She's watching in kind of this awe of her bravery.
Okay. Paige, at this point you have returned with Jack. Rayla, roll for persuasion at disadvantage because they don't like you.
They do not like you.
They do not like me at all. I know this.
Paige, he like gallops up on the horse, sees the 2 guys down here. He goes, you haven't figured out the knot yet.
Can
And they're cursing at you as they're struggling.
Can
He
I
shrugs.
use
He's
my
like, hey, better than stabbing you.
Can you use your inspiration?
Can I use the inspiration that I was given? I was given audience inspiration like a session or 2 ago. Can I use it to make it a straight up roll? Because I just rolled for my first roll a natural 20.
Sure.
Okay, yeah?
So it's a natural 20 then?
Yeah, so it's a natural 20!
Okay.
Can I also do something else to add on to it?
Sure.
once she says this, Rayla, what she's going to do is she's actually going to like throw her shield onto the ground. And she's going to say, kill me if you must, but just know that everything I've done was to try and fix the valley. All I've done is try and help. And if you want to kill the one person that's trying to fix it, trying to save you all, then by all means, take my life.
No. Okay. So you shout this at them. The two that Castil talked down, they lower their weapons completely. Don't drop it, but like they're now just dangling at their sides. The other two that were poised to strike you again, like one of them was like going in like middle of the swing as you shout this second part, and it stops like this far away from your face, about to smash your nose in. And they stop. And you kind of stare down with this person as you've said, go ahead and kill me. And they'll lower their weapon. And the two of them will step back. And they're gonna point to the door and they're like, leave, Sunstrider. Leave. You say you want to help the valley. Well, we won't believe it. Not until this fog, this curse on the land is lifted. And for 2 years, none of that has changed, while we have been starving. And we have lost loved ones to this starvation. And more to the war. From all we have seen, you Sunstriders have done nothing. But we will place our last piece of hope in what your family used to stand for. So get out! And don't come back until you have actually fixed it, because if you come back and it's not fixed, we will take your life.
I'm sorry for everything that's happened to you. I will fix this. I'm not my brother.
Then prove it. And get out. And again, they motion to the door.
She will pick up her shield and limp out the door. She is.
Rayla heals another 4 health.
Oh, she gets another 4 health, but she's still limping out the door.
Huh. Yeah. Paige watches this from the back window. He kind of like nods. He looks towards the guys who are on the ground. He's like, "You guys have like a knife or something you could cut yourself out of that, right? You good? I can untie you if you want, but I mean, you heard that."
In your direction.
I figured. Okay, see you guys. He turns around on the horse.
All right.
Goes back to the front door.
What? Thank you, Silver Dusk.
Inspiration to Rayla.
Rayla heals 6 health, and that's all my healing spirit.
Oh, well, Rayla yeah, okay.
Okay. Rayla, anything you... I mean, not Rayla. Zilli, anything you want to do?
With the final moments of thaumaturgy, as they're walking out, all the people hear is just a low growl.
Okay.
And I think the final words that she is going to say, "You say they've done nothing, but you haven't even given them the chance."
Okay. I like that. And that's that big booming sound you send out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, what's so sad is that the Sunstriders ruled over this valley for a long time. It was really prosperous.
Yeah.
And they say you did nothing.
Kaya, anything you would like to do?
She's just pondering and following.
All right.
Huh.
Sounds good.
Nice. Yeah, Paige will come up. I assume this is the same old lady that they saw at the tavern before.
Mm-hmm.
Paige will kind of ride forward on the horse. He just kind of looks towards this group. He says, "I guess you're all in agreement. We get to leave."
The old lady nods.
Okay. Good. Don't worry about paying me back. I doubt you were planning anyway, but I don't want the money. You can keep it. Just remember that we will return once, the whole curse stuff is gone, and is why we are called the Curse Breakers after all. He says, "Okay, come on, Curse Breakers, let's go."
Okay. Castil, anything you are wanting to do before you leave with the rest of the group?
No, he just remains tall and follows out.
All right. I think, yeah, pretty much everyone has to restart their long rest. So you did not complete your long rest.
Nice.
But you are able to. You are able to successfully leave Willowbrook. We'll go back to the.
I'm
Anything
sorry.
you want? Sorry.
I just saw this comment from Vibegon. Zilli is purring.
I'm glad you guys thought that was cool.
That was cool.
It was great. You did a great job. Anything you guys are wanting to say to each other as you have left Willowbrook and have found some other place to camp safely?
I feel like Kaya honestly would forget to turn not invisible, and she'd just kind of follow until somebody mentions something.
Yeah, Paige
By the way,
pretty
where'd
immediately he's like,
Kaya run out that window earlier.
"I didn't see Kaya."
And then she's just like, "Oh, shoot!" And then she turns it off, and then you can see her, and she's just my bad. Yeah, she's right behind Castil and jump scares him.
Paige only caught the end of that conversation. You got really beat up. Paige is very noticeably staying a good 10, 15 feet from you. He's like,
Well, the rain is washing it away.
"Yeah, looks really
Still.
bad though."
Rayla, I think at this moment she's just gonna. I'll wrap it up once we make camp. It's not the first
Philippi,
time
this-
I've come away from this village with a scar.
Is this just here? Will Vale be like this?
Vale will probably be worse.
Why? Okay. He rubs his brow. He's like, "Oh, humans can be silly sometimes, Paige." He repeats to himself a couple times.
Because I told you, she's gonna turn to you guys as you guys are on the outskirts of the village. She's going to kind of be like, "Hello, Philippix, thanks for subscribing." She's going to kind of be facing towards the village as she's looking at the rest of you. She'll be facing towards the village and then turn to the rest of you guys. I told you all when we first got together that it was best for you not to be seen with me. And this is why.
I got both of them with a rock.
It's the Sunstriders used to be a source of hope for the people in this region. And ever since my brother cursed this land, as you can see, we're not very wanted. And that's why I have gone on this journey. It's the reason I'm out traveling. Because despite how much they may hate me, I still love them. They were my people. And no matter how much they despise me, I will not stop trying to help. And that's what I'm going to do. I don't care if I don't get my lands back or my title reinstated, as long as people, when they see a Sunstrider, they see sunlight. They see hope. And so that's what my life is going to be spent doing. Bringing that light back to this valley. And I appreciate you all coming on this journey with me. And I know this may not be what you signed up for, and you can leave whenever you want, but just know that that's what I have signed up for. And she's gonna kind of pull up one of her sleeves that have kind of been ripped. And just... let's go make camp. Preferably out of the rain.
Sounds like a plan. Okay. Well, you're brave, Rayla. Perhaps braver than me. I would have just left them. And he just kind of like shrugs. He's like, I don't think I would have stayed or tried as hard as you have, so I respect that.
And Kaya will
Camp.
nod in agreement.
She'll
Good.
look over at Castil and Zilli.
You're far more than these people deserve, in my opinion. But I admire what you do.
Well, let's go fix this mess then. Sounded almost as though if the vault was fixed, that they would have a little bit stronger of an opinion of your family and you.
And we do have a hunch, like, isn't there the potential of a second seed here, which might be the cause?
Which is one of the reasons why I wanted to return to Vale.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll investigate when we get there, but for now, let's have another peaceful night, shall we?
At least try to make that out of whatever this night has become.
I can take the first couple of watches.
Yeah, I could take one too.
I'll take one of the last watches.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Rayla's gonna bandage herself up before going to bed.
You guys safely make camp. You do notice that there is a fog that has rolled in. The rain has stopped, and now there's this fog, and it gives you an unsettling feeling as you are getting closer to Vale. And Rayla, as you're settling into bed, you notice that Seraphine has come over, and her eyes almost seem to be alight with praise. And her ears are perked up towards you, and as you lay down, she will actually come over to you, and she's like licking your hair as if you're like a baby kitten.
She's gonna try and like pet her a little bit.
She leans into your touch, gives you a big purr, and does some little biscuits on your arm.
She's going to whisper really quietly to the cat and She's gonna say, I feel like you may be able to understand me. And please, you can do what you wish in the Vale, but will you stay by me? You remember.
The cat, in your mind, and you feel like you didn't cast the spell. You just hear, of course. And she'll like roll up on you and like be like tucked into your neck, purring. Arms stretched out too, so she's like almost like giving your neck a hug.
She's just gonna kind of hold the cat close. And then she's gonna also like, she'll hug the cat close, and then after a moment she's gonna be like, wait, Zilli, come here. And she's gonna try and see if she can get Zilli to come into this little cuddle with them.
I'm sure she will say yes, but we will wait for her to say so.
While we're waiting, I will say before going to bed, Castil is going to use mold earth to kind of make like just a little trench around where we are camped. Just a little extra protection that if anything tries to come close to us, there's an obstacle.
Sounds good. Sorry. Zilli, will you join in Rayla's cuddle session with the cat?
First off, real quick, my brother brought me Chick-fil-A.
Oh, that's so nice of him.
My number
Solid.
one with lemonade.
But what Zilli is actually going to do, she's going to remake her blanket fort because she was interrupted in the awesome blanket fortness of all her bedrolls. But this time, she's gonna find some like sticks and all that so that she can get supports and make it bigger.
Oh.
And once she's gotten a good place, she is actually going to bring Rayla and Seraphine into the blanket fort.
Yeah, we'll go into the blanket fort and we'll all cuddle in the blanket fort.
Oh, I love it.
Zilli, before we go to bed, what
She, like,
what happened to
pokes
those
her head
people that were in your hole?
Yeah, are they like dead?
Like Zilli just has I imagine she just has her head poking out of the blanket fort door, and like has it like wrapped under her chin. She's like, "No, they're fine," and then just goes back in.
I'm gonna retcon because I don't think Castil knew Zilli had the hole. So I'm gonna just say, instead of asking Zilli specifically, it's gonna be just a general question like, does anyone know what happened with that hole?
And then Zilli pops out. They're fine.
Yeah, just pops out. Oh, the people are fine. Doesn't even mention the hole.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Rayla.
It's
I'm
fine.
married! I have an excuse.
Rayla doesn't.
Oh, true. Rayla doesn't. Emily does.
Okay. Anything else anyone wants to say or do during this long rest?
Kaya will continue having these nightmares, and it will get worse because she just saw somebody get stabbed in the eye or in the face with a pitchfork. So
So nightmares, love it. Okay, we're gonna kind of speed travel the next day. It is now officially the 19th of Draco. You guys are traveling towards Vale. Let's see. I'm gonna put you guys back on the world map. And
Like get there at the end of the day or something.
yeah, you will get there at the end of the day. But as you are traveling, this fog is getting thicker, and it's just giving you this eerie feeling. And it's like, yes, there is sunlight, but it's like harder to see the sunlight because there's just so much fog. So it's like diffused sunlight. It's diffused sunlight because of all this fog. And your shadows just seem longer than they should be. And although there are plants as you are going into this mountain, they are getting twisted and thorny, and they are just giving you this creepy vibe of unnatural, of like an unnatural region. Like this, it should not be this way.
Of home.
Reminds you of home. Yes. And there are just some plants that are like withered and dead, and like you can see how it would be difficult for people in this area to be getting the food they need, because everything is being twisted or dying or is not producing as much as it should. And the sun is going down, it's getting darker, and you start to hear wolves howling and barking, and
Zilli immediately draws closer to Rayla.
And you guys rush into Vale because Rayla and Zilli know this is not a good thing, and you guys do catch glimpses of dire wolves, like a pack of dire wolves running after you guys, but as you get close to the city, they veer away.
Rayla, to give everyone a sense of urgency, she's going to be like, we cannot be out in the wild. Many people have died to the dire wolves out here.
Yes, let's hurry then.
And you guys hurry into the city gates. The guards see you coming, and they let you in. And as they do, this is essentially what Vale looks like from afar. It's built into the mountains. The buildings go up instead of like out because there isn't a ton of space. And there are like bridges kind of connecting parts of the city across from essentially like a ravine within these mountains. And you can see at the top, and Rayla, this used to be your home. At the top of these mountains, standing above, is this castle manor. It's a castle, a small castle up on top of the mountain, separated from everything else. And Rayla, you do know that this is like a backup location in case the capital should fall. Mm-hmm. Like the king would come here.
It's the fortress.
It's a backup fortress that the Duke gets to live in.
Yeah. So Rayla would explain to them, she would go, that is Castle Sunstrider, well, now Castle Kaltor, as it used to be my family home, and it now belongs to the Kaltor family. It is essentially the last defense of the capital. Most highly fortified castle.
You were rich.
I was.
At the mention of like the capital, Kaya just kind of, as they get closer, she kind of becomes more aloof, and she just kind of keeps rubbing her arm, and just like she's not really talking a lot, just kind of taking everything in. But the more you mention the capital, the more she just seems kind of nervous.
Is the cat around Rayla's shoulders right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also, Rayla does not have her hood down because she knows that, like, she can't hide from these people.
Oh, you mean you don't have it up? It's down?
Yeah, her hood is down because she knows she can't hide from these people. Like, there's no way. They each know her because she knew everyone so personally before everything happened. So she knows that, like, there's no way she can hide from them. So she doesn't even bother. to try and hide herself. She does, before they go into the city, or no, actually, now that they've entered into the city, she will say, you may not want to be seen with me. But if you'd like to,
Well, we're all curse breakers here. You are kind of required to be here with us. I mean, this is our job.
Thank you, Paige. I would like to go and visit my parents first, if that's all right.
Oh. Yeah, that's fine.
You are all welcome. It's very small, very packed place. It's actually not even our own home.
Yeah.
They're alive still.
I think so. I hope so.
It's good to hear.
Check
I
on
didn't want
them.
to assume, but after what happened with Barrett,
True. My family, it was just my parents, me, and my brother. And then my brother was, executed, and he actually got the merciful death. He was beheaded before burned at the stake. It was due to the Kautor family that stepped in and saved us. So my parents do live in the city, if they're still alive. If plague hadn't gotten them. So I would like to see if they're still around. The Kaltors are, they're good people.
Good. Well, I would love to attend. I'd like to meet them. I have some questions for them, actually. But we'll see when we get there.
Of course. Is there anything that, happens as she's, going to the Glassglow residence?
So as you guys are heading to the Glassglow residence, there are a few things you notice. You do notice that there are quite a bit of rats running around. This has been around for a while, pretty much ever since the seed happened, and Rayla and Zilli, well, at least Rayla would probably know that the plague that happened was probably because there's a lot of rats around and they carry diseases. And so that's part of what led to the plague spreading, was all these rats. Yes.
Sorry, as they're walking around, Zilli's just gonna point to random parts of the street and just be like, "That was home, and that was home, and that was home." Rat runs by. "Oh, hi, Gerald. That was home. That was."
Yeah, because she lived in the streets.
I love it. So you're saying this, and it is darker out, so now people are going home or going out to do their partying and whatnot. But people who see you walking by, they are purposefully spitting right where you're going to walk. Some are landing on your shoes, all of your guys' shoes. One does get a very nice solid one on Rayla's face. And there's one person who's emptying a chamber pot, and it seems to have timed it just right. And Rayla, at the last moment, because you're aware of this, you can choose either to dodge out of the way, or you can say it's something you don't see and you just get drenched.
I'm gonna say she doesn't see it and she gets drenched.
She gets drenched.
She hasn't been in Vale in a hot minute, so.
You've lost your touch of being aware of all the little traps.
Just... Hey, Kaya, could I ask for some of that magic?
She just nods and she just does it, and then she keeps walking.
That person who threw it out from above in their window, they just shout down, "Go to the 9 hells, Sunstrider!" as you guys keep walking.
Yep.
And there's
Is
like
that a lovely bar near here?
Born.
That's funny. There's like little microaggressions like that you guys are running into, and some people, as they see you coming, they slam their doors shut or pull a child out of the way. There's lots of microaggression as you guys make your way to the Glassglow residence, and there's some warm light coming from inside. And Rayla, you can hear your mother's laugh from inside, and that is where we are going to end tonight's session. As you guys are in Vale, experiencing some of the torment Rayla has gone through over the last 2 years, but with some friendliness and warmth awaiting you inside the Glassglow residence.
Mother.
All right. Thank you all, guys, so much for joining us. Thank you, Thornlings, for making this session so unpredictable and fun. Any final thoughts that the players would love to give the audience before we sign off for tonight?
I love you guys so much. Thank you for such a fun session.
Thanks for tuning in.
Guys, this is crazy. We're gonna see Rayla's parents.
And she's
It's
laughing.
happening.
She has to be happy.
I saw the Paige Rayla ship reappearing, with Paige saying, "Oh yeah, I'll meet your parents. Why not?" That's pretty good. Rats. Time to grind some
Yeah,
XP. Kill 5,000 rats.
It's
Yeah.
glass glow that she's saying.
Yeah, glass
I'm
glow.
just
Sorry.
curious if Paige was like, "Oh, glass glow," at all.
Well, you told him before that you stayed with the Glasgows. I don't know if he registered that is where we'd be going, but
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
because they live there.
it would make sense. Be like, oh yeah, Glasgows. Well, I guess I'll get to meet their family too. Cool.
Cool.
I'm curious. Did we walk by any stables?
I'm
Like,
sure
are we
you
just
would have
bringing-
walked by some, but not the one you were thinking of.
Okay, I'm curious because of the horse. Or are we just tying it outside the glass glows?
That's up to you guys if you wanted to have left him in a stable or not.
I think it might be safer to leave them outside the glass glows. Or maybe it would be safer for us. I don't know.
I agree with leaving him outside the glass glows being safer.
Yeah. 'cause
Probably.
he might get
Yeah, I think
stolen in
Kaya
the
will just
stable.
mainly stay with him.
So you want Jack to go to the Glassglow residence with you?
This is
Yeah.
a little, like,
Okay.
tough.
And
Yeah,
if she needs to, she'll probably just stand outside with him.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you'll have to sleep though, so unless you want
Well,
to stay
yeah,
out there
we'll
all
figure
night.
it out when it gets there, but
Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining tonight. We love you guys.
Yes, thank you guys. You're the best. We do have a outro as there is a delay
All right.
for YouTube. But we will be back next week at 6:30 p.m. on Friday, so come join us.
Okay, alrighty.
Bye,
Goodbye.
darlings.
Bye. See you next
Love you.
week.